Welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso, and you are live on S3. I said you, it's a reason, because you are part of the show, part of our ecosystem of entertainment excellence. That is what we are doing here today. It's midweek, and we are going to give you everything. We are touching on certain spheres of mental health, from quality sleep, nutritious food, heart-racing workouts, to even mindful gardening. That's right. We want to plant that seed. Then, we do have a lot of things to do. In fact, you know what? When it comes to mental health, we have to have a moment, right, where we are pivoting and making sure that we have a bit more zen, which is so important, though. And I mean, I'm here with Graham. And if you look at Graham, right, how does this particular gentleman deal and handle, which is one of the things. So if I look at Graham now, how do you deal with this particular space, mental health-wise?
I don't, my friend. I'm broken. I'm shattered into shards like most people in the world right now. No, buddy, such a brilliant question. I'll tell you how I do it. I don't climb the mountain. I take the first step. I don't climb the mountain. I just get out of bed in the morning. The small step is the important step when you're feeling embattled. And never forget, you are not alone. What about you, buddy? You always brimming with positivity. How do you get that right?
I believe that it's like Michael J. Fox said, you know, with gratitude, positivity is sustainable. I'm grateful for what I do, and I have purpose behind what I do. So when you have gratitude and purpose, I think those are the building blocks to any sustainable moment of positivity and happiness, and that's what I do. That's how it goes. So that's the way, and I'd like to impart that to you as well. That's what you can do if you're feeling a bit lost and out of control. Remember, your presence right here on this planet, that is the purpose that you need. But remember, also on the show, your purpose is to support, and we want to support you as well. We're all about the kids as well this morning, and Culinary is in Johannesburg and gets to meet viral sensation Desmond Kulin, who reached fame for his I Feel Good video that even captured Will Smith's attention. This kid is amazing. Even actually supported the Bucks on the way to one of their matches as well, gave them a special message. So, and finally, we bring you the latest in summer dresses for kids. Oh, thank goodness, all of which could fit me easily. Anyway, convenient baby food is another thing we want to touch on today. So we got every single base covered. Naturally, we want you to weigh in, and that's why we have a good social media question to ask you on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and that's why I lean on over to my good friend Graham.
And that's the point, my friend, when you need to lean on someone, whether that's a friend, whether that's a family member, whether that's a neutral, like the South African Depression and Anxiety Group. They are amazing. The bottom line is you need to speak to someone. So who is that person for you? When the chips are down and your back's up against the wall, I'm going to see how many analogies I can squeeze in. Who do you go to? Who do you lean on when you need to? We want to hear from you. Show them some love. And if you need to speak to someone right now, 0800 456 789. We're going to keep that number up all day today. There is someone waiting to speak to you. Let's get into those official duties with the news and sport.
Let's do that. Thank you so much, G. Now, the Statistician General, Risenga Maluleke, has announced the 2022 census figures, and Black Africans remain the dominant population group, 81.4%, followed by Coloureds at 8.2%, Whites at 7.3%, and Indians and Asians at 2.7%. Zulu's still the largest language in South Africa, 24.4% speak it, 16.3% speak Xhosa, and 10.6% speak Afrikaans. The country's population has increased to 62 million from 40.6 million in 1996, and Gauteng is still the mostly densely populated province, and the Northern Cape is the least populated. Now, the Minister of Health, Dr. Joe Phaahla, yesterday led a World Mental Health Day event at the Madadeni Hospital in Newcastle, KwaZulu-Natal. His department wishes to raise awareness and drive actions that promote and protect everyone's mental health as a universal human right. It is calling on communities and organizations to create an enabling environment for people to openly discuss mental health challenges. Globally, some 970 million people are living with mental health disorders. On to international news. Two African vaccine manufacturers and a Belgian biotechnology company have received $40 million from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to help them produce new mRNA vaccines. The two African manufacturers are the prestigious Senegalese laboratory Institut Pasteur de Dakar and the SA-based biopharmaceutical company BioVac. They will buy mRNA vaccine research and manufacturing technology developed by the Belgian company Quantum Biosciences. The technology allows mRNA vaccines to be produced more efficiently and at a lower cost. Now, London Mayor Sadiq Khan says everything is being done to ensure the bedbug infestation seen in France will not spread to the city's transport ports. And of course, in Paris, the insects have been reported in schools, trains, hospitals and cinemas. Khan acknowledged it was a real source of concern for people that it may spread to London. Bedbugs reach about 5 millimeters in length, less in length than a grain of rice, and they feed on blood by biting people, creating wounds that can be itchy, but do not usually cause other health problems. And now SA rugby enthusiasts have 3 reasons to be especially interested in this weekend's World Cup quarter-final matches. Forgive me, Graham, for the sport. Now, firstly, SA's Jaco Peyper will be earning his 50th Test cap as he will handle the match between Wales and Argentina in Marseille on Saturday. SA's Marius Jonker has been named the TMO. The third reason generating immeasurable interest is, of course, the fact that the Boks are to meet France in the 1 quarter-final on Sunday night in Paris. And, of course, appointments were made on merit after a review of the 40 pool phase matches. Highlights show just how fair Peyper is. He also refereed the opening match of the World Cup, and another great honour. Just it goes to show that South Africans, we are good anywhere, including on paper. That's it for your news for now. Another update in 1 hour. Let's take a look at the real sporting action. And here's Graham with all the details.
And there's action, my friend, or maybe no action at all. The SA government has now lodged an appeal against the World Anti-Doping Agency, or WADA's decision, which threatened sanctions for non-compliance with the World Anti-Doping Code. Of course, this has grabbed a lot of headlines over the last couple of weeks. So the appeal seeks to avoid potential consequences, such as a ban on raising its flag at the Rugby World Cup this weekend, obviously. The cricket as well. The country faces a deadline to align its anti-doping legislation with WADA's new code. Obviously, we haven't hit that deadline already, and the South African team now aiming to delay the impact of WADA's decision through an appeal to the Court of Arbitration for Sport, or CAS, in Switzerland, and that's hoping to spare the nation from a potential embarrassment at major global sporting events. Of course, we've got 2 World Cups happening right now. So let's hone in on one of those, and that's the cricket. In a remarkable display of batting prowess, I think this World Cup's going to have a couple of records broken. Mohammad Rizwan and Abdullah Shafiq both notched centuries as Pakistan achieved the highest ever target in World Cup history, securing a 6-wicket victory over Sri Lanka in the Hyderabad showdown yesterday. So despite battling leg cramps, Rizwan, he scored an unbeaten 131 off 121 balls, while Shafiq, he contributed 113 runs from 103. And Pakistan successfully chasing down that formidable 345-run target in 48.2 overs, now marking their 2nd consecutive win, of course boosting their confidence ahead of the highly anticipated clash against India in Ahmedabad on Saturday. That's going to be a big one. That might break all attendance records, I think. Now, let's move over to the other World Cup. And, of course, Argentina stealing a lot of the headlines this week. They have now called up lock Lucas Paulos as a replacement for the injured back row forward Pablo Matera. The former captain suffered a hamstring injury during Argentina's crucial, hard-fought 39-27 victory over Japan in their final Rugby World Cup Pool D match. And this victory secured Argentina's spot in the World Cup knockout stages, where they will now face Wales in a quarter-final match in Marseille this weekend. And, of course, Wales finding their form at the right time during the tournament. Argentina will face them twice in World Cup matches, and both of those losses in the pool stages in 91 and 1999, albeit in Cardiff, which probably gave them an edge. In 21 tests against Wales, Argentina has secured victory only 6 times. Could this be their time? Perhaps. Is it the time for Liv? Maybe not. The official World Golf Ranking, or OWGR board, has now rejected Liv's Golf's formal request to allow players to earn world ranking points in their events. So Liv Golf had submitted the application in July of 2022 after hosting 2 of their unique 54-hole, no-cut 48-player tournaments that the world loves, except for the golfing fraternity. And, of course, the decision was communicated in a letter from the OWGR president, Peter Dawson, to Liv Golf CEO Greg Norman, citing format concerns and limited access to Liv Golf events as the primary reasons for the rejection. You just have too much money. You're not allowed. And we'll certainly watch that space as it evolves. But that's where we leave our sport for now. Right now, brand new day headed our way. Hopefully the weather is going to play its part, but there might be a warning or 2 to get in. Let's get that from Carl.
Indeed, a warning. Now, a yellow level 2 warning, in fact, has been issued by the South African Weather Service for severe thunderstorms with possible strong damaging winds and large amounts of small hail, resulting in localized damage to informal houses expected over the central parts of the Free State and the northwestern parts of KwaZulu-Natal. Localized structural damage to homes and carports can also be expected. Extremely high fire danger conditions are expected over the northern parts of the Northern Cape, the western parts of both the Northwest and the Free State, as well as the Jokabi district municipality in the Eastern Cape. So be safe out there. That is the warning. As we take a look at the beautiful Zen music and your temperatures. I chose that music myself. It's my go to sleep music, but I'm actually waking you up with the temperatures. It's wonderful, it really is. So, sunrise views. I want to show you some, but here's the thing. I actually need it from you. Now, remember, when I've been telling you that it's a competition, I took it really seriously. And if your sunrise encapsulates the beauty of nature, the beauty of your area, the beauty of waking up in the morning, does it put a spring in your step? Finally, you get a chance to win something. This is great. So I want you to send in your sunrise view, please. I've put up $100 of Graham's money for you to actually be a winner here this morning. Best photo wins. It will be shown live on air in one of my reports this morning. Do remember to include a short story, a weather report from your part of town, and it's maybe something unique about your town. That'd be cool as well. We want to get to know all parts of South Africa, even abroad, in fact, and make sure that we see your sunrise view. Please WhatsApp us 063-408-8863, and do remember, best photo of the morning wins 100 Rand of Graham's hard-earned money. Best deal ever.
Well, hard-earned, yeah, but okay, let's be honest here. Now, listen, if you're going to get 100 of my bucks, it better be really, really good, okay? And I want a really good motivation and a really good weather report, okay? I'm being serious. We might actually hire you after this, and that's all we're going to pay you is 100 bucks. No, we're going to have a whole lot of fun. We're going to connect with some of the local stars at the BET Awards through our girl, Jen Sue. She is always on the red carpet or there and thereabouts, and we absolutely love that. Then we're going to start doing fitness, but from a different perspective. We're all about mental health this morning, and Zakira Khalek is going to join us for some mental fitness, how we can help our brains, our grey matter, repair and embrace the day. We are all about mental health today. Stick around.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso. And the thing is, entertainment news has to be spoken about. Graham and I are about to dive into some of the best stories that have happened sort of in and around South Africa, as well as the world over the past 24 hours. And of course, focus on some of your favorite celebrities. And first and foremost, you said Jen Sue is always on the red carpet.
Yeah, man, she will not hold back to get that interview, but also to highlight local stars. She is there to support and lift. And of course, what an opportunity at the BET 2023 Hip Hop Awards. I have a feeling this year, gravitas, even bigger. And it took place, of course, last night in Atlanta, Georgia. And our entertainment reporter, a girl with the finger on the pulse, Jen Sue, was there on the green carpet to bring us all the highlights. It's even better than a red carpet. Take a look.
Hey there, and a very warm welcome to the BET Hip Hop Awards 2023 right here in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm Jen Sue, and this is the green carpet. Have you seen a green one? This is my first, actually. This is quite fun. I've got my tails, I've got my dress of license plates, and Fat Joe is going to be hosting. We also have our South African nominees, KO and the late AKA. So let's see all the highlights from the BET Hip Hop Awards 2023.
What's up, y'all? This is KO, Mr. Cash Time, all the way in Atlanta at the BET Hip Hop Awards 2023. Let's get it.
We are literally receiving, it's an honorary Global Visionary Award. What an absolute honor it is, really, because Kenan was all of that. I mean, he was a visionary, he was a trailblazer, and I think this is such a deserving award for him and obviously we've lost him about 8 months ago, and for me to stand here and get this on his behalf, I don't know, it's bittersweet actually, but such a big honor, not just for me, not just for the family, not for South Africa, but for Africa, because I mean that was really what it was about. Karo's here with me in Atlanta, and she's really excited to be here. She's always very excited to participate in anything that has to do with her dad or his music, or anything that reminds her and makes memories for her. And she's also just really excited to be here to experience Atlanta as, what do kids do here? Glammy, she calls me Glammy.
And that's what's happening at the BET Hip Hop Awards 2023. I'm Jen Sue. Now back to you guys in studio.
Oh, man, and I think in that beautiful address, she left out AKA's fan base.
You know?
His fans to be able to relive those moments and reconnect with him. Absolutely beautiful, man. Thank you, Jen.
Sure. What a beautiful tribute as well. And, you know, I think staying with hip-hop. So Drake has announced that he is taking a little break from his music career, saying, I need to focus on my health first and foremost. Just hours after the release of his new album, For All the Dogs, I took a listen to a few of the tracks on the album as well. And you can almost feel like he just has a message in the album. I feel like what he wanted to do is not make commercially consumable music in a way, but maybe rather just look at the actual messages behind what he's trying to say.
For sure.
Almost like a little peace out for now.
Yeah.
But I'll be back soon, and I think that's the thing about Drake at the moment. He's been going through quite a lot.
He has been always on for about 2 decades
That's
now.
correct.
If you think about it, he has been a common thread throughout the hip-hop kind of ebbs and flows. He's been a mainstay throughout. He's earned it, man. He's earned it, dude.
Exactly, though. And also, I mean, he's got a kid, his 5-year-old son, Adonis, drew the artwork for the album as well. Apparently, a bit of a cameo on there as well, a couple of tracks too. So, of course, there's a video for the new single of the album named 8 AM in Charlotte. He also raps on the track Daylight, as I mentioned. So, the release of Drizzy's track Slime, You Out, featuring SZA and Success, recently shot the star up on the Billboard Hot 100 charts, the song, which is on his upcoming album, that For All the Dogs album that I've been chatting about as well, became his 12th #1 hit. So this achievement brings him closer to the legendary Michael Jackson, who also had multiple chart toppers with 13 #1 hits. And I think, here we go. You know, it's going to be maybe a good time to just take a little bit of a break.
He'll be back next year. He'll be back in 6 months, boo, chomping at the bit. I guarantee you. I absolutely guarantee you. He's got that kind of work ethic. But what a time to bow out, and what a time to be Black Coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, on the 7th of October, Black Coffee made history with his sold out, baby, sold out, fill it up show at Madison Square garden. It doesn't get bigger than that. He became the first South African DJ and producer to headline at the iconic venue, and I would imagine not many sell out like that. He celebrated the show with the gift from luxury brand Tiffany & Co, as one does when you're on that level. And he was supported on stage by major league DJs, some absolute superstars, Busey, Delilah Montague, and even an orchestra, just to show how it's done. Some of the artists took to social media to express their love for black coffee and including them in his iconic historical event. I don't know. I think, we talk about DJs having taken over from hip-hop stars as being like the real kind of celebrities in the music scene, but I think there is a collaborative nature within the EDM and that scene at the moment where it's like, I rise, we all rise, and people are bringing each other with, and I love it, man.
And that's the thing, I chatted to Black Coffee before, and you know what, all he could say was, right, South Africans need to realize that you are dope. You've been dope. Stop thinking about yourself as a South African artist. You are a global artist already. Start living like it. Like, act like you got the gig already. And be passionate about your music. And I love that about it because he filled up Madison Square Garden. So can any other SA artist, if you believe.
The greatest artists in history have filled up Madison Square Garden. It's like a mark, a validation. Absolutely beautiful. Hopefully that's inspired you. Well, of course, we are hoping to be inspired by you as well this morning. And we put it to you guys. Being Mental Health Awareness Month, which is happening throughout October, we wanted to hear from you if you have that person in your corner that you can know you always can rely on them. You can always speak to them. It doesn't matter. There's going to be no judgment. You can just connect.
Absolutely. So if you need to talk to somebody this morning, we have SADAG. Their 24-hour helpline is 0800 456 789. Do not forget, we're going to put that up throughout the entire show. But let's take a little look at your comments as well and see who you've been leaning on as well. Go for it, Graham.
Yeah, we've got Kate Tricia saying, my go-to person is my partner, Lewis John Webb. Lewis John Webb, we love you, guy. The only person that understands me and no one else. I love that. To have that person in your corner is absolutely beautiful. Teresa saying, good morning, my favorites. Beautiful Expresso fam, right back at you. For me, it's my twin brother. Love and fam. Twins have a very special connection in that sense. Buddy, do you keep it in-house? Do you go speak to a therapist? Who do you lean on when you need?
You have to speak to a therapist as well. I think it's quite important. But then sometimes you just have to, trust the people around you, and you're not a burden. Just release it, like you would do with fitness. You know what I'm saying? Just let your body do the talking. That's exactly why we need to jump into some fitness for you in your Feel Good Breakfast show right now.
Thank you so much, G. A very good morning to everyone in studio. Molweni nonke emzansi. We are touching on something truly important namhlanje, and that is mental health. Okay, we are joined this morning by coach and owner of Fitness Studio, Zakira. She's about to walk us through the importance of connecting your body to your mental well-being. Zakira, a very good morning.
Thank you.
I'm excited to start the morning with you because we are touching on something very important, which is mental health. It's Mental Health Month, and that's what we're focusing on today. Talk us through the importance of trying to connect your physical well-being with your overall mental.
Yeah, I think this discussion is very important to have. I think the latest stats was that 1 in 6 people suffer from mental health issues. And, fitness as a tool can be used to help decrease and, if not, help with your mental health challenges that you experience. So to connect the body to the mind using fitness as a tool is a great, great way to do that. I'd love to talk about some of the exercises that you can use. With my journey as well, I've been through a lot. And some of the exercises that I've used to help me with that is, for example, running. Have you heard of the runner's high?
I do hear about it, but I don't know if I've experienced it.
So it's that feel-good hormones or feel-good feeling that you experience after running. And that's not only with running, it's training as well. And what happens is that your body starts releasing serotonin and dopamine, and that actually decreases the pain in your body and increases a deeper sense of happiness. So scientifically, it's an amazing tool to use.
That is incredible. So it truly is important to try to at least focus on the nutrition, but also the physical aspect of our overall well-being. Should we start with some of the exercises that you do to kind of allow you to get into that good mental state.
Yeah. So I'm not a breathwork practitioner, but I do believe in the importance of deep breathing, especially to calm you down. So I always start with, some deep breaths, just going in through your nose, holding for a few seconds out through your mouth. So, and what I like to do is I like to envision that with every exhale, you are releasing any anxiety or stress that you're holding up inside of your body. So really focus, sort of like meditate as well. So take a nice deep breath and then exhale. Now, there's something that I like to incorporate in my training. I don't do a lot of yoga, but I do love mobility. And mobility also helps opening up your joints. And as women, we also hold a lot of emotions in our hips. Yeah, so I love to do some hip flows just to open up our hips. So we're going to open up our squats, our stance into our squat stance. So our feet are slightly tilted out, and then as you're going down into a squat, I want you to push your knees out just to give your hips space to move through. Okay, so we're gonna go down into that deep squat. Yes, get it, girl. Okay.
Shout outs to the form.
Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna hold it here. And whether you're at home, whether you're at work, this is something that you can incorporate just to open up your hips. We're gonna start moving side to side. Okay, keeping those feet flat. Always. And if this is uncomfortable as well, you can actually use a wall just to give you some back support.
Is this also an exercise that everyone can do, even older people, younger people?
Definitely. Obviously, if there is issues with your mobility range, you will need some support like a wall, but anyone can do this.
Oh, I love it. It sounds like you have to be very intentional when you are also working out, right?
Of course. Now, what I want to do is just also open up your back just to help with your spine health as well. So you're going to take your opposite hand, put it on your opposite foot, and I really want you to just rotate. Right, so can you feel that deep stretch in your back?
Oh, I can.
Yeah. And what I love to do is just extend my arm over my body, so that starts opening up the side of my back as well.
I feel that. And how long do we hold for?
Probably about 30 seconds.
Okay.
And rotate again. And while you are in these positions, you're obviously focusing on your breathing, taking that hand over your body. I love the stretch. It really just opens up my hips and my back. Ooh. Can you feel that?
100%.
I mean, there's a lot more that goes into mobility, but this is just a small one that you can use whenever you're at home or you're feeling stressed or just need to move.
And also at work, I love how subtle it is as well.
Yeah.
And the fact that it focuses on your breathing as well. Zakira, I wish I could keep you here with me because this is honestly the perfect way to start any day.
Yes.
To focus on your mental health and try to make the connection between your physical and your mental well-being. Where can we get you? I know Tri Fitness Studio is in Saxonwold, right?
Yes, so it operates as a CrossFit box, so we do a lot of Olympic weightlifting, gymnastics, running, everything. And it's in Saxonwold, but you can also find it on Instagram, Tri Fitness Studio, or trifitness.co.za, and I'm also on Instagram at Zarks_K.
I absolutely love it. Thank you so much for joining us on your Feel Good Breakfast show and just giving us, a sneak peek on what we can focus on as everyone up in South Africa in order for us to start the day on a very good note.
Meditate, breathe, and get out into sunlight.
Yes.
It is the best,
sunlight. And it is summer.
Yes.
The sun is out. Make sure to focus on yourself. Focus on yourself because when you feel good, you truly do good.
Yes.
We are not going anywhere. We will be back with some more magic live here in Johannesburg.
We need you to namaste right there because there is a lot more that we have to cover. In this kitchen behind me, Chef Ollie joins Chef Clem for a very special culinary hotline. And I can tell you, if you have any questions, 063-408-8863. We'd love to answer them. Remember, mental health is all about asking those questions, trusting somebody. And these two behind me, they are definitely ones to trust when it comes to anything that you have in the kitchen and any questions. So make sure you get them locked and loaded. We'll be right back after these.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Good morning, South Africa. It's Wednesday. We're live in the kitchen. The phone lines are open, which means it must be the culinary hotline bling. Ting, ting, ting. Now, this morning is very special. I'm joined by the biggest man in the South African food scene, making the biggest waves. Very excited to have him here. He's got way more energy than me, so you might want to, I want to say turn your TV down a little bit, but don't. You need this right now. Chef Ali is in the kitchen. Chef Ali, can we give the man a hand? Woo! This is such an honor to have you in the kitchen today. It took, I don't know why it took so long to get you here. But
stoked to be here, bro.
I am excited. And South Africa, we want you to get involved. Chef Ali's promised 3 amazing dishes. But if you have any questions for Chef Ali or myself, please send that WhatsApp voice note to 063-408-8863.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
You know what you should do?
Yeah.
Tell me, what are we making? Because things are looking amazing, smelling amazing.
How's this?
The cheese bank is missing something. That is beautiful. What are we making this morning?
Okay. So what I'm making is a pasta that was inspired. It's inspired by a dish I had when I was younger. I went to a restaurant. Let's start. Let's cook while we talk, okay? You told me that.
All right. Cool. Let's swap sides.
Okay. So basically, what happened was I went to a restaurant when I was young called Luna Blue. Quite a random restaurant, but it's closed now. And there was an H-man pasta. They used to do, like, I didn't know what was in there. I just used to love it. And when I was working in Lakalom after Silwood, I had this dip that was like, it had roasted red pepper and cream. And I was like, what is that? What is that flavor? And I was like, that's the H-man. And I was like, I'm going to recreate it. And basically it was chicken, which I don't actually really like chicken breast and pastas, but I basically recreated it into the chicken sausage. We're using the Woolies chicken sausage.
And that's great, because there's a bit of extra fat and flavor in there.
Exactly.
Hence, I know you don't like chicken breast and pasta. It goes, the textures are just weird with pasta. I get
chicken
you.
breast in general is rogue. Sorry. So basically what you want to do is it all happens very quickly. So you fry your chicken sausage in the pan.
No oil.
No, you can put oil. Put this garlic fat.
There we go. Put oil.
Help me, boy.
There we go. Put oil
You
in the pan. I thought it was a new technique of like drying, frying mince. Not. Okay, there we go.
Okay, you handle that. Now I'm going to put the pasta in.
So that the secret of that sauce, the flavor that you recognized, what was it?
It was the red pepper and the cream.
The red peppers and cream.
Yeah, so basically it's I've taken roasted tomatoes, red peppers, garlic, rosemary, and then you roast it in the oven. And then basically you're going to handle this now.
Sure.
I don't know how this blender works.
Let me do that for you. So I like
pasta goes in.
I like the fact that you have done this, because this intensifies flavors so much.
Yes.
Especially when you're buying tomatoes when it's not tomato season.
Yeah.
And you're wondering why it tastes like water.
Yes.
A great way to amplify the tomato flavor at home. Just roast it and it concentrates the flavor, and obviously the excess moisture comes out of it. Ali, how you doing?
I'm styling it.
You know what? Here's the thing I want to tell South Africa at home. If this happens to your pan, do not stress. What's catching at the bottom of the pan and turning a little
That's
brown.
flavor. That's going to come off.
Let me show you. That little brown, that's all flavor. And when you start adding extra bits to it, it's going to lift that. It's called fond. So it's essentially, it's like that deep chicken flavor that's caught at the bottom of the pan.
That's flavor time. Flavor time, right?
There we go. Okay, Ali, can I just keep on going here?
You work it, bro.
So because we're using chicken mince, and we've already roasted the peppers, which is great. You can actually do that ahead of time, right?
Yeah, you can literally do this ahead of time. Pop them in, yeah?
This is a pretty rapid dish to put together then.
Dude, it's quick.
By the time your pasta's done, your sauce should be there.
So that stuff inside, a little bit of cream in there. What a jewel. Some fresh basil, stems and all. Okay, now you have to operate this thing for me.
Got you.
What's going on here?
There we go. We can...
There we go.
Swap sides. There
Swap
we go.
sides.
Okay.
Okay.
And you want it smooth, right?
Yeah. Give you a little pasta whirl, yeah?
So you've worked in quite a few high-end restaurants. You mentioned like Kalom.
I mean, I went to Silwood chef school, and then part of the training you go and work at the restaurants.
Yeah.
It was insane, but I realized after my year of working at all the restaurants, I was like, I definitely don't want to be in the restaurants.
So
it's a crazy scene.
How has your training at Silwood and working in these fine dining restaurants How has that affected the way you cook today? And how would you define your style of cooking?
I would say, ooh, flattery. Making mess? No. I would say that my style of cooking is very much like real food for real people. I like cooking like common dishes that people know, but amplifying them in a different way. So this is, I mean, a dish that a very chilled restaurant used to make, but I've just changed it up by adding chicken sausage, adding a little bit more flavor. Do you want to taste this? I need some salt.
Yes.
I need salt.
Definitely needs a bit of salt, but the pepper and the roasted tomato, the tomato flavor is so intense. Just
I
because
like
of that
putting a little bit of red wine vinegar, just a little dash.
Yeah, acidity.
Yeah.
Acidity for sure.
I'm
So,
getting some salt, yeah?
I mean, I do like the fact that, again, we spoke about how rapid this dish is to put together, especially considering when load shedding is such a huge factor. You're still able to put dinner on the table, but with quality ingredients. And that's what I love the most. Okay, talk to me about these lemons.
Those are lemons from my garden. That
These are
is
lemons,
the
not
orange lemon.
They're orange lemons, which is it's a sign in life.
Yeah.
Just because you are one thing doesn't mean you can't be another. Change. Look at this orange lemon living bravely. This is amazing. This is from your tree.
Exactly.
And then you've got, like I said, that the flavors
is
are
going
quite
in. Sorry, wait.
flavors are quite subtle. Is this just kind of a finishing element, a bit of the zest?
Yeah, a little bit of lemon zest at the end, some fresh lemon. I
Okay.
just need some pasta water here. I'm gonna get a cup here.
Let me get you. I got you an odd spoon. You can just do a little spoony.
Spooning action.
And why do you add the pasta water to? The
Now all that fond that we're talking about coming off now.
And I just
Look at that.
And again, also maybe that little starchy water also helps it stick to the pasta.
That's flavor, bro. That's flavor out there.
And what pasta are we using? It's the pappardelle.
There we go, pappardelle.
Pappardelle.
Which you can, so the pappardelle, I mean, I'm sure someone will ask, but you can't really get, you can't get pappardelle everywhere. But, I mean, I like the thicker pappardelle. I like taking lasagna sheets and then cutting them even thicker than this.
Oh, yeah. I mean, more
Test your
surface
pasta.
area for sauce. Remember back in the day, don't do it, but remember back in the day when they used to say, like, if you throw pasta on the wall or ceiling and it sticks?
No.
And they say if it sticks, it's cooked. And that's so false. Kids be like in their mom's kitchen just throwing pasta everywhere, like hoping it sticks. But no, that's not a good way to test your pasta. The only way to test your pasta is to actually take a piece and bite into it.
Yes.
So when people say al dente, can you explain what the actual mouthfeel is that you're looking for?
You're wanting a bite in the pasta. So like this is actually, if your pasta packet says like 8 minutes, then I always suggest like take it to like 7 minutes and then do the last minute in the pan. These are the worst tongs I've ever seen in my life.
You know what? We'll address that situation and don't go anywhere. We're going to be back with more Culinary Hotline Bling.
Oh my word.
Do it like this. Get it, move it, own it. Do it like this.
Bespoke.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties, as we take a break from the culinary arts. And yes, we are getting a masterclass on that front in our culinary hotline to focus on a question that we put to you guys this morning. So in February 2022, Belgium became the first country to legislate a 4-day work week. Oh, that sounds good. So we like this concept, and it's since taken the global workforce by storm, stirring up some mixed reactions.
Of course, there would be, naturally, but I think if you think about 4-day work week, you think about mental health, you think about the fact that we can minimize our work time. And I think a large part of the stresses around mental health is the fact that of the 7-day week,
you can't unplug.
5 of them belong to the work, and 2 of them only belong to you. In fact, Sunday can't even count as a day because you're building up to the next day.
It's a prep day, yeah.
So do we literally only have Saturday, right? So here's the thing, okay? If the choice is put to you, what would you choose, all right? This is a bit of a would you rather that we jump into.
Okay.
Choose a 4-day work week or work 5 days a week, but end at 3 p.m.
Ooh.
It's a good one.
It is a very interesting one. It's going to speak volumes about the kind of person that you are. So let's see what you said. Nomsa offers 0 reason why, just A. I'll take it. Trevor Knight, who's saying B. Work 5 days a week, but end at 3 p.m. He's taking his money seriously. We've got Quena saying A. Molatello saying A. People aren't keen to let us know why. They just want that. They just want a 4-day working week. Let's see, Melanie Mostert saying, I would love A. Oh, the quiet hope in her voice. I love it. And then we got Bernadine saying A as well. I suppose it's difficult again for us because our working flow is so different to a conventional work thing. But what's your feeling? I like the idea of a 4-day work week, Brew, but...
I think I do 5 days, 3 p.m. The reason why is that if I look at Spain, so visiting there, they have siesta
vibes, yeah.
And siesta is not necessarily for sleep. Actually, when I was there, I saw people walking their kids home from school. So the quality of life changes because I think personally, you know, not being home because I work in the afternoon, not being home for your kid after school, I mean, you feel that, you know, they need to be there, you want to be there for their homework, etc., but you can't be there.
Getting up with my kids
right?
for school, that's a thing for me, something that I miss. So I think that's why my feeling is very much along those lines of just having that day to control. But you're absolutely on the money, my friend. It's about having a choice. And I think that's where most of us feel embattled. A 4-day work week, pretty cool, would certainly help us save on petrol, maybe just a little bit. But if your company still insists on a 5-day work week, which is probably for most people, just to fill up at a BP using your Nedbank My Goals account, and you'll get 25 cents back per litre.
But for now, let's get back to the grind, okay? Because we still got 2 days before the weekend, so let's focus up, shall we? It's very, very important. Let's do that.
I'm wrapping at 3 today, for sure.
Check this. This My Goals Plus account gives you cash back on groceries and 25 cents back per litre at BP. That's lit.
Lit in 2023.
Now, one element of mental health that this job constantly highlights is how important sleep is and the role that it plays in de-stressing. So making sure that you get the best possible, highest quality sleep is essential. And just lucky for us in time right now for today's show, we've got some new bedroom drops for better quality sleep. Take a look.
Oh yes, Mzansi, let's talk about something that is oh so essential, and we're talking about sleep. Now, did you know that quality sleep restores, rejuvenates, and replenishes the mind, body, and soul? I know you want to get some of this, and that's why it is important to see beyond the aesthetics of beautiful bedding and consider the elements that will help you achieve quality sleep. Now, Woolworths senior homeware buyer Kate Key is here, and senior homeware designer Courtney Lowe, and they are going to introduce to us the new bedroom drops that will help us sleep well. What sort of key elements should we be looking out for to get our sleep on?
So Woolworths' Sleep Well range consists of a variety of duvet inners and pillows, and that's essentially where you want to start. So we've got a range of hypoallergenic recycled inners, as well as feather and down product. The other key thing to think about is the actual bed linen. And for the warmer months, cotton is essentially the fabric you would choose. It's cool, breathable, and will give you a really comfortable night's sleep. So when it comes to your duvet inner for this time period, our 4-tog cotton inner is the perfect choice.
Ooh, nice.
It's lightweight, breathable, it allows air to move around, and so it'll give you a perfectly comfortable night's sleep.
What other sort of cotton elements can we expect to see when it comes to the bedroom and getting this all spruced up for the season?
Well, we've got a wide range of cotton on offer. We've got this beautiful 400 thread count certified Egyptian cotton. So this has got a sateen finish, so it's super soft and very luxurious.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's definitely giving luxe feels right now. Opulence in the bedroom, I like that.
And then we've got our washed cotton, which is this one over here. And the washed cotton is beautiful. So it's pre-washed. The fabric is super soft and gives that lived-in look to your bedroom. And then we've got our crisp cotton, which is 200 thread count cotton. It's a percale, so it's not as washed, not as top tier, but it's still amazing. It's got nice little details on the side as well. So there's something for everyone.
Something for everybody. You've got no excuse not to tick your box when it comes to sleep. But talk to me more about, let's say, decor, other elements that we can expect in the bedroom and look forward to. I know Woolies are always coming through when it comes to serving that season, and it also works so well with the decor that we've already got in our home. What can we expect now for the season?
Well, currently in stores, we've got our boho mood collection.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's very earthy. We've brought some examples to show. Obviously, this bed is all in fresh white.
Yes.
Very zen. And we've got a beautiful textured quilt. So
if you don't want to use a duvet inner, you can just pull the quilt over yourself.
I mean, it's great to have crisp whites, but again, when you're changing your textures, that also changes the feel of the home as well. And I love how it kind of just breaks up something that could potentially become a bit plain. And I also see some lovely colors. Let's talk about that,
So part of our boho mood collection, we've got this beautiful tropical-looking fan leaf,
I love
which
it.
is a styled
Bringing
cushion.
nature back into the home. I think it's something we've spoke about off air, the fact that we're bringing some of these natural feels, colors, tones, and elements into the bedroom, which I think is so pertinent to creating a sanctuary.
And then we've got lots of textured cushions. If you want something a little bit more fun, we've got our pom-pom cushion, and it comes with a beautiful throw. Well, it doesn't come with a beautiful throw, but it's...
Speak about texture, speak about tone. I'm adding this one to the cart for sure. And I must just say again, the fact that you can go and get creative with this is also added to the value that all these tones work so well together. Then it's kind of still giving me the warmth and comfort that I want, but it's not too hot. But I'm sure it doesn't stop there, right?
No, well, we've got actually, this is look one, and I'll just quickly show you how you could style the
quilt.
The quilt, the two-sided quilt, which I absolutely love when it comes to this color tone. You mentioned camel, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So it's like a earthy kind of desert tone. This quilt is completely reversible, so if you prefer the white, you can dress it with the white out, or if you prefer a touch of color.
You've put 2 layers and 2 throws over this, but it works so well. Voila, just like that, we've got another look. Well done, well played. I see we've got even more behind me over here. I see some more tones. What's happening here?
So part of the boho mood is we really were inspired by kind of e-cat design, so you'll see it's 100% cotton.
Nice.
And what's great about this bed is that it's completely reversible. So you can decide if you want kind of a more natural beige and white print, or if you want to have like a little bit more of a blue look in the bedroom.
Very nice.
And another one that's part of the boho look is this beautiful textured microfiber bed with little tassels. So it's really... There's something for everyone, I guess.
There really is, and I love the subtleties that are included in here. Again, I know I'm speaking about it constantly, but there's different textures, different tones, which for me is just giving all the moods that I want when I get into my bedroom, that sanctuary feel we spoke about. It is here. Thank you so much. I think we can definitely say thank you, ladies, for coming through and making this look so easy. But for you, Mzansi, it's time to sleep well with natural basics, blended with lived-in luxuries. So you can shop your spring and summer bedroom essentials at Woolworths Home, available in-store, online, and on the app. Plus, one lucky viewer stands the chance to win a queen-size bed base and mattress included to the value of 10,000 Rand. So simply reply to the competition post on the Expresso Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram pages and tell us, what's your preferred fabric when it comes to bedding? Now, remember to use the hashtag WooliesHome, and the competition closes at midnight on Friday, the 13th of October. And your T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. Ladies, thank you for sorting our sleep out. I'm ready to head to bed now, I guess.
Chef Ollie and Clem are doing the magical things. Okay, so what's happening here, guys? We're wrapping up, yeah?
We're wrapping up. We got a little vibe, yeah.
That sauce and the way it is clinging to the pasta, it is
Look at that.
phenomenal.
That's crazy. That looks like it's been sitting there fusing its flavors for
Looks
like
sexy.
hours. How did you whip that up in just moments?
Okay, let's put some fresh. I don't know.
And
I had Clem helping me,
we did
Exactly.
it in real time, though, and that's just an example of how quick it is to put this dish together.
Absolutely.
A little bit cheese. Yo, Ollie.
Oh, naughty,
wow.
naughty.
Oh, you must be special.
Yes.
Oh.
You know,
Boy.
we've been eating out a lot for work, and a lot of the restaurants, it's been amazing, it's been good, but sometimes you just miss good, like familiar flavors. And I know for a fact, because I tasted it earlier.
I was going to say, surely you've tasted this before,
Yes.
man.
I'm gonna pepper your hand.
Yes. there we go.
We've gone with a really big pasta ribbon there, which is spectacular. What's that pasta called?
Well, it's just a roasted red pepper,
The
mushroom.
actual pasta itself.
Oh, pappardelle. That's banging. It's banging.
What I don't get is how simple of the ingredients that we used, and it comes together, and it is just so complex and flavorful. That tomato pepper sauce, cream.
Banging.
Absolutely amazing. You know what we need? We need to put this in a hard cover cookbook. That's where this needs to go. I believe that's
coming.
what's
It's coming.
The boys aren't going anywhere. Prego steak rolls with a little bit of eggs thrown in. I'm here for that. And then, yes, we are going to connect with the most South African kid that's ever South African.
Portuguese rolls.
Desmond is ready to blow us. In fact, he took 20 out of the 21 medals or competitions that he took part in the South African Awards. That's how South African this kid is, and we're going to meet him after this.
I feel good.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
My buddy, who do you think is the most South African person on the planet?
South African people, I'd say you.
Me, really? I think there is a new winner.
Is there?
Oh, this kid is amazing. He is a viral sensation. The whole world loves him. And out of 22 opportunities, so took 21 medals at competition South Africa. Let's meet him.
A special one. We're with someone who does not need much introduction because he has been putting smiles on people's faces globally, including the incredible, legendary Will Smith with his rendition of I Feel Good. Da 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 da. I know that I would. No, I'm talking about Desmond Kulin and his incredible and beautiful mother, Adele. They join us to talk to us about this incredible journey and also him sweeping 12 gold awards at the SA Chaps. You are such a chap. Good morning, Adele. Good morning, Desmond.
Good morning.
How are you feeling today?
Good.
Good? Just a bit early, right?
Early and tired.
Oh, Shem, you've been working so hard this past couple of weeks. Adele, I'm going to start with you, right? The past 3 weeks have been so big and so incredible. I mean, getting the attention of global stars. How are you handling all of that?
It's been a whirlwind and it's been extremely surprising and quite overwhelming, I won't lie. But yeah, he's such a trooper. We've been taking it in our stride and we're just extremely grateful for all the positivity that he's been managing to spread with that video. And it's so nice to see that, you know, you can put a smile on someone's face.
Absolutely. Now, Desmond, after you put out, you know, your incredible video online,
yes,
and it got the attention of Will Smith, how did you feel about that?
Felt good. it was quite surprising. Because I don't know who Will Smith is. and I thought to myself, Will Smith has seen my video.
Yes. Will Smith saw your video and left you a heartwarming message on the video. Mom, you know Will Smith.
Yes.
What was your reaction?
It was quite funny. A friend of mine phoned me. She lives in Cape Town, and she phoned me at like 10:30 in the evening. She's like, Adele, Will Smith shared Daisy's video. I was like, what? And yeah, I mean, it's mind-blowing.
Yeah.
It just makes me think, Will Smith is just like us that gets stuck in the rabbit hole of reels, and you're going down and down. And it's like, oh, this is nice. Let's share this. And it was really nice that he actually mentioned Des and he tagged him, which a lot of people don't always do. So it was really beautiful to see that someone of that caliber can share him. And the nice thing, I mean, he's got 1,500 posts, and Des is just one of them.
Imagine, that is big. Des, this past weekend was also big, right? I see you wearing your blazer with all your medals around your neck. How were the SA champs?
The SA champs went well. I had to perform in a big crowd.
Yeah.
And with all the others of my upstage friends. And we worked very hard. We trained a lot, and then our hard work paid off.
100%, it did. How do you feel when you are on that stage performing in front of, was it 2,000 people, right?
2,000 people.
It's a big crowd. How do you feel when you're on the stage?
I feel like I'm brave and excited, and I want to do this.
Oh, I love that so much. I loved how when he got into the studio, he was like, this is my blazer, I've got my badges, even at the back. Where are all the other medals? Where do you put them?
They on the couch.
You can't wear them all, right?
No.
Why?
It'll break my neck.
I love it. But Adele, I have to ask, what do you think of your son's talent? I know we spoke earlier and you were like, I cry every time he performs.
You know, every mother thinks that their child is superb and brilliant. And I have to say, Desi has, since day one, shown a passion for performing, for singing, and he's just such a bubbly little kid. And obviously with enrolling him and getting the right training, we've just unearthed that talent, and we continue to do it. And he really is he is amazing at it, and I do believe that he is going to go so far and touch hearts. I always said, you know, he's going to change people's lives. I didn't think it would be at the age of 7.
Imagine.
But yeah, it's onwards and upwards, and dream big and stay humble. That's the motto, yeah.
That is truly so beautiful. And I love the fact that we're focusing on mental health, right, today, and also just the rest of the month. And what you guys are bringing to the digital platform is beautiful, because it does put smiles on people's faces. Thank you so much, Des. You're going to be performing for us, right, a little bit later on?
Yes.
Should Mom and I join you as background singers and dancers? No, how about no?
I feel like a no.
He's like, I've got this. I've got this. Adele, Des, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having us.
I'm pretty sure you do not want to miss out on the special performance by Desmond Kulin. I mean, it is your feel-good breakfast show, and he is going to be performing I Feel Good. Yes. Da, 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 da. See you shortly.
What a beautiful story, and I must just say, shame, Kuhle. No backup dancing or singing for you. I mean, he wants the stage to himself. But of course, you'll hear him a little bit later, and what incredible South Africanism right there as we get into your news headlines at 7 o'clock. Let's start off. National Deputy President Paul Mashatile has emphasized the critical or crucial role, I should say, of partnerships between governments and the private sector in Africa's exploration of oil and gas resources. His remarks came during the opening of the 2023 Africa Oil Week in Cape Town, a platform aimed at fostering deals within the oil and gas sector to promote the continent's development, with the theme maximizing Africa's natural resources in the global energy transition. This year's conference aims to encourage cooperation and collaboration in the oil and gas industry. Now, staying in South Africa, the statistician general Risenga Maluleke has announced the 2022 census figures, and black Africans remain the dominant population group, 81.4%, followed by coloreds at 8.2%, whites at 7.3%, and Indians and Asians at 2.7%. Zulu is still the largest language in South Africa. 24.4% speak it, 16.3% speak Xhosa, and then 10.6% speak Afrikaans. The country's population has increased to 62 million from 40.6 million back in 1996. Gauteng is still the most densely populated province, and the Northern Cape is the least populated. Now, on to international news. Hamas has threatened to execute an Israeli captive every time Israel bombs a Palestinian home without warning. And Israel has called up an unprecedented 300,000 reservists. At least 687 Palestinians died and 3,726 were wounded in Israeli airstrikes since Saturday. Mosques and hospitals were among the sites attacked. Israel's death toll from Hamas's attack has climbed to 1,000, with 2,600 wounded and dozens taken captive. Meanwhile, British, French, German, Italian and US governments have jointly recognized the legitimate aspirations of the Palestinian people and support equal measures of justice and freedom for Israelis and Palestinians alike. Now, 2 African vaccine manufacturers and a Belgian biotechnology company have received $40 million from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to help them produce new mRNA vaccines. The 2 African manufacturers are the prestigious Senegalese laboratory Institut Pasteur de Dakar and the SA-based biopharmaceutical company BioVac. They will buy mRNA vaccine research and manufacturing technology developed by the Belgian company Quantum Biosciences. The technology allows mRNA vaccines to be produced more efficiently and at lower cost. And wrapping things up, you saw Desmond earlier. What a viral sensation he is. But what about another one from South Africa? The viral hit song Water by SA musician Tyler has debuted on the Billboard Hot 100, the most popular music ranking chart in the US, which is published weekly. This after trending for several weeks on TikTok. Water is the first solo song by an SA musician to appear on the chart since jazz legend Hugh Masekela's Grazing in the Grass 55 years ago. But 21-year-old Tyler, whose full name is Tyler Laura Seathal, is SA's youngest musician to appear on the list. The song fuses a mix of genres, including Afro beats, pop, R&B, and amapiano, the SA style of electronic dance music. And of course, we couldn't be prouder of Tyler's Water. That's it for news for now. Another update in 1 hour. Let's head on over to the sport. Here's Graham.
Let's see if we can stay on the good news trend right now as we kick off our sports report this morning. And the South African government has now lodged an appeal against the World Anti-Doping Agency, or WADA's decision, which threatens sanctions for non-compliance with the World Anti-Doping Code as it stands at the moment. The appeal seeks to avoid potential consequences, such as a ban on raising our flag at the Rugby World Cup this weekend. So the country faces a deadline, or faced a deadline, to align its anti-doping legislation with WADA's new code, which we missed. South Africa now aims to delay the impact of WADA's decision through an appeal to the Court of Arbitration for Sport, or CAS, in Switzerland, and hoping that this will spare the nation from potentially embarrassing ourselves at 2 major global sporting events, 2 World Cups playing out right now, of course. So let's focus on one of those, being the cricket. And in yesterday's action, in a remarkable display of batting prowess, Mohammad Rizwan and Abdullah Shafiq both notched up centuries as Pakistan achieved the highest ever target in World Cup history, securing a 6-wicket victory over Sri Lanka in Hyderabad yesterday. So despite battling leg cramps, Rizwan scored an unbeaten 131 of 121 deliveries, while Shafiq, he contributed 113 of 103 balls. Then Pakistan successfully chasing down a formidable 345-run target in 48.2 overs, marking their 2nd consecutive win and, of course, boosting their confidence ahead of what will be a highly anticipated clash against India in Ahmedabad on Saturday. Now let's move over to the other World Cup, the Rugby World Cup, and of course Argentina in firm focus at the moment, and they've called up Lucas Paulos as a replacement for the injured back row forward Pablo Matera. So the former captain suffered a hamstring injury during Argentina's crucial 39-27 victory over Japan in their final Rugby World Cup Pool D match. This victory secured Argentina's spot in the World Cup knockout stages, where they'll hope to go beyond where they've been before, and they face Wales, of course, in their quarterfinal match in Marseille this weekend. Now, Argentina Argentina. They've faced Wales twice before in a World Cup, with both matches resulting in pool stage losses. But quite a while ago, 91 and 99, albeit in Cardiff. Then in their 21 tests against Wales, Argentina have secured victory only 6 times. This could be that time, though. There is a sense of building around this Argentinian side that's happening at just the right time. Now we finally turn to golf, and the official World Golfing Ranking, or OWGR board, has now rejected Live Golf's former request to allow players to earn world ranking points in their events. So Live Golf had submitted the application in July of 2022 after hosting 2 of their unique 54-hole no-cut 48-player tournaments. The decision was communicated in a letter from OWGR President Peter Dawson to Live Golf CEO Greg Norman, citing format concerns and limited access to Live Golf events as the primary reasons for the rejection. But I would certainly watch that space. I don't think Live is going anywhere. And that's where we leave our sport for this hour. We'll touch on those headlines again about 8 o'clock. Right now, let's get you to work safely. And Carl's got the latest out on the roads.
I do indeed. Let's get you to work, shall we? Now in Johannesburg, there's been a multi-vehicle accident on the N3 northbound at Marlborough Road. 2 lanes are closed, slow-moving traffic, so please add some extra travel time. Let's head on over to KwaZulu-Natal. There's been a heavy motor vehicle accident on the N3 north at the Howick North exit. Make use of an alternative route to avoid any delays. That's it for the roads. Let's take a look at the weather. So the Western Cape Department of Infrastructure says damages to roads and other structures due to the severe flooding 2 weeks ago is estimated at around R500 million. Damages in the agriculture sector alone is estimated at some 1.4 billion rand, and parts of the province remain difficult to access. Now, the recent flooding was the worst in decades. 11 people lost their lives and thousands were severely impacted. Numerous farms were isolated in areas such as Franschhoek, Caledon and Amanus. Infrastructure teams are presently spread out across the province, repairing and, of course, reopening routes. Humanitarian and aid continues. The Gift of the Givers is working with various municipalities, and the organization's Ali Sable says they're assisting some 800 families in the Cape Agulhas area, and, of course, will also be visiting the areas around the Route 60 area, of course, to make sure that everybody is sorted out. So we thank them for all of their efforts and hard work. Let's take a look at your weather for the day with some beautiful, soft, delightful music. Told you, subtle, soft and sensational music for you. Those are your temperatures. Now, my dream has come true. Sunrise views have become a competition. I'm so excited. Now, does your sunrise encapsulate the beauty of nature? Does it put a spring in your step? And you can stand a chance to win 100 Rand of Graham's money by sending in your sunrise photo from this morning. And the best photo wins and will be shown live on air. And do remember to include a short story, a weather report, inspiration from your part of the town. Why not? WhatsApp me, please, 063-408-8863. And we have our first winner. This is exciting. Your winner is from KZN. Neresh, look at this. Neresh, now here's the thing. I honestly thought you downloaded this and submitted it, but it actually is a real picture. And here's the great caption to it. For millions of years, the sun never fails to rise and set. Likewise in life, always rise and shine and be the best you can be to yourself. How's that for inspiration? Neresh, 100 Rand is coming out of Graham's wallet, and it's all yours. Congratulations. I'm looking for more. 063-408-8863. We'd love to see your sunrise view and give you $100 of this man's money.
And now watch his face as the 100 Rand note creeps out of his wallet and drifts into the great beyond. Great photo, you've got it. $100 is all yours. I wanted to save a little bit to buy myself a prego roll with an egg on it. I don't know if you could do that. Is that kind of craziness allowed?
You know, for you, we will do that.
It's not going to cost me $100. No. Yes, Ollie ain't going nowhere. The boys are going to whip up something truly special. And then I think that's going to have us all singing one particular song. But there is only one kid we need to lead us in it. And Desmond Kulin is going to do it. Why? Because we all feel good. And he's going to sing, I feel good. Na, 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 na. Like I knew that I would.
Winter's behind us and it's time to get busy living, or it would be if not for that unwelcome guest allergies. So show them the door with Levojex and Expresso's 5,000 Reasons to Love Spring competition.
This month, you stand to win cash prizes of 5,000 Rand each when you answer the weekly questions on Expresso's Facebook, Twitter and Instagram pages and include that hashtag Levojex in your answer. T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to the second part of the Culinary Hotline Bling. Ting, ting, ting. Now, we made a stunning pappardelle pasta in the first part. The second part is gonna... It's smelling absolutely amazing right now. What are we making, Ollie?
We are making prego steak rolls with fried egg.
With the fried...
With homemade Portuguese rolls.
Oh, my... Yeah, these are still warm. Well done. Okay, let's swap sides. You go straight to the pan.
Okay. So what we're going to start with is basically we're going to make our marinade for our meat. I'll normally leave it for like 3-4 hours, no longer. So what you got here is you got peri-peri, you've got smoked paprika, red wine vinegar.
Because that's the thing about peri-peri sauces, and people forget that. Peri-peri sauce has acidity.
Acidity, yeah.
Yeah.
White wine.
Nice.
Bay leaves.
And then this...
A little bit of salt.
Over your steak, or over... you could put this over your toughest cut of meat, period.
Exactly.
And it would break it down and make it super juicy and tender.
Exactly, it'll help with it, yeah.
I once went to a Greek like festival.
Yeah.
And they would do, you know how they do the spit lamb?
Yes.
And then there's the guy that marinates it and stands there all day.
Yeah.
And literally, I was at the end of the whole event, I was like, so how long do you actually just marinate it? And he's like, no, we'll do it for the full 6 to 8 hours. But how they do it is they put the mixture in their mouth. No, not everyone.
What?
And I don't know if I was joking. And then he kind of like, on the lamb.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
I also think maybe it was just him being funny, but I mean, wow.
Yeah.
Hey, stranger things have happened. But I like the fact that you've got that peri-peri on there, and people, what I like telling people is besides the fact that it adds flavor, it tenderizes so much. So get your steak in there, lamb chops, whatever you want. Get in that peri-peri. Butter and oil.
Yeah, butter and oil.
And then what cut of steak did you use?
This is ribeye, and you kind of pound it out a little bit as well, just to thin it out. We've got some little pieces here.
And again, ribye's got that intramuscular fat, so it's super juicy, super tender. If you're going to be using, let's just say you're using topside, which is a tougher cut of beef, you're not going to go like a hard sear like Ollie's doing. You go low and slow, like a braise, to kind of break it down. But this is really good, and it smells.
It smells good, eh?
Amazing. Tell me about the Portuguese rolls.
I just want to say that I had a wardrobe change. Because there's lights here. Like, it's full-on hot in here.
It is very, very hot. It is, but
this is my sweat lappy.
Okay, no, gooi that away. So there we go. Okay, Portuguese rolls. The thing about a Portuguese roll, is it purely just the flour on the top that makes it a Portuguese roll, or is there something different that goes into the dough?
It's actually like it's basically, I would say it's just the flour and the cut.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like in terms, I'm not a baker, like, to be honest, but it's like, it seems like normal bread to me.
There's always like a
like
subtle
milk.
sweetness.
I think there must be a bit of milk in.
Because it's got like that almost dense-ish texture.
Nicole actually made these.
Nicole, thank you so much.
Thank you, Nicole.
These are beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, these are delicious and still warm, like I said. Ollie, what is your Instagram handle? Because I swear, every time I watch Ollie's Instagram, my mouth is like, my jaws drop.
At Chef Ollie.
At Chef Ollie. You did a beautiful ribeye steak. We're doing ribeye today on the bone, right? It was amazing. How much did it weigh?
The ribeye?
The actual ribeye.
Oh, it was like it was huge.
A 2 kilogram ribeye. So we're coming up to the festive season where people are going to be entertaining and cooking a lot, and steak's always on the menu for the festive season. Ooh, 3 or as many tips as you have. If people are going to be buying a thick cut of steak, what would you say is the most important things that they need to keep in mind when cooking a big chunk of meat over the coals?
Well, when cooking big steaks, I always say that, like, so I watched this guy, who's that famous butcher in Tuscany? Anyway, he does with like T-bones, he does a 5 minute or 6 minutes, 6 minutes, and then 12 minutes on the bone. So if there's a bone, you want to kind of heat that bone up, which heats the inside. Or if you're doing it like at home, I always suggest maybe just finishing it in the oven.
In the oven.
It's like a even heat. Okay, this is done, dude.
I like that idea. I think people are sometimes scared of like, they feel they don't need to put meat in the oven after it comes off a grill or a braai, but it does work. But we actually have a voice note for you, Ollie. Let's see if
that is hot.
Have a listen.
Yes, what's the voice note?
Chef Clem and Chef Ollie, I am such a huge fan, but I do have a question for you. Yes. I see that you're making prego rolls. What if I am a huge fan of the prego flavor, but I'm not a fan of red meat? What can I substitute it with?
Did you get that?
Yes, I got that. I would substitute it with, obviously, chicken as a good option. I love a chicken prego cheese. And then, I love a chicken prego cheese. And then mushroom.
I was going to say, mushrooms, because I feel like mushrooms would suck up a lot of that flavor instantly and give you that mouthfeel, that kind of texture.
Yes.
And on a braai, extra smoky. I dig it, I dig it. Okay, steak's done.
Let's do this.
Can I, you got it open already? I didn't even see that happen.
So now we're going to do a fried egg in this pan. Okay. I mean, you meant to use that pan, but that pan looks like it's garnished.
You know, what I've actually seen lately, which is really cool, is the people cooking eggs in like a chili oil.
Yeah.
And that's great because, you always add oil to a pan when you're cooking the egg anyway, so why not add a bit of chili oil, get rid of that garlic and chili flavor. Yes. You basically got a prego oil happening right there.
Exactly.
So it's going to cook inside that oil.
And you can just take a little bit of the marinade and also throw it in with the egg, So it just gets a little bit of that flavor.
A little bit of flavor.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Vibes.
Nice. Okay. There we go. That's looking so good. I'm waiting for the egg to come. If you had to make this for, say you had to be doing this for like 20
people. You're going a double up. I love that.
Yeah, a double up. If you're doing it for 20 people, besides the rolls that you've made in advance, what other steps could you take to save yourself if you're doing like an assembly line for 20 people?
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely put your rolls out, butter them, and then you put them under the grill.
Oh, yes?
Take them out, finish all your steak. While it's resting, fry a whole lot of eggs, and then just go, take it out, do, smack it out.
Got you. And given the current situation with eggs, if we aren't able to get eggs, would the recipe still work?
It'll still be insane.
Will still work without
are you joking?
I mean,
Let's eat that
it's
now.
a Prego steak roll.
Let's eat it now.
It's a Prego steak roll. There we go.
Here's the egg coming out, dude.
Oh, here we go. Another thing that I really like is the ratio of steak to roll. If your roll doesn't have a meat skirt, you need to try a little harder. I love the fact that that meat actually just comes out over the bun itself. Oh, yes.
You gonna go for it?
Yeah, I am.
I can give you the egg. I can give you the egg. It's ready.
Oh, is it ready?
Here
we go.
How long is the segment? How long?
You got 30 seconds. The 30 seconds. We can talk. You can bring the egg through. Bring the egg through.
Okay. Here
now
it
it's
is.
going to be...
Chart.
Yo! Not
Oh, wait. Let's just do a little flip.
A little flip, yes.
Just to get it going. There we go, Chana.
Okay, but now it's going to be so incredibly hot. It's going to be...
Hit it!
I'm going to call Graham. Graham or Carl or someone going to come to the kitchen. I'm going to take a bite. I'm going to take a bite. I need someone to talk. I need someone to talk. Carl Wasty. This is Ollie.
Right, I'll talk.
Ollie.
I know. Ollie's amazing.
Okay,
I
so
love Ollie.
You guys chat while I take a bite.
Right, yes. So, Ollie, what do you think Chef Clem is experiencing right now as he takes a bite of the Prego roll?
Naughty.
Just, what do you think is there?
He's probably freaking.
More pepper.
Oh.
Right, let's go.
Just bang it.
That's it. Just do it all over him. That's the idea. So, thoughts and feelings. No, I can translate nom. I actually speak fluent in nom.
Nom.
So, just give me that what you said now. Nom. Yes. Chef Ollie is a genius. I know that sort of thing. But you love the fact that the salt actually accentuated the flavors quite beautifully.
Yeah, and your pepper.
And the pepper also added some unctuousness as well. You believe people should try this at home, whether it be eggs in the world or not. This will still work as a recipe. Tell me, what else do you have there?
That's it. It's amazing.
One more thing, just to give me another nom. Recipe at expressoshow.com.
That's right.
That's it, right?
Yes,
Look
it
at
is.
that.
Nom, nom, nom.
There you
There
go.
we go. And you can't leave the kitchen because it's a Prego steak sandwich. You know the rules. You got to say goodbye to the people in your Portuguese accent.
Yes, okay. So if you want to make this, you go home and you make this very easily, okay? This is how it works. You do this, you eat that, lovely, it's okay. Beautiful stuff.
And we'll be back with more Culinary Hotline Bling!
Best ever. Oh, man, you're testing my resolve this morning. Now, of course, we've got the small matter of our country taking part in 2 World Cups at the moment. So if only we had a young man that we could rally behind, someone who embodies the best of South Africa. Well, luckily we do, and his name is Desmond.
And we're back in Johannesburg with the talented Desmond Kulin, who's about to perform the famous song, I Feel Good. Mom, are you ready? Ready. Desmond, are you ready? Yes. Let's hit it!
I feel good. I knew that I would now. I feel good. I knew that I would now. So good, so good. I got you. I feel nice, like sugar and spice. I feel nice, like sugar and spice. So nice, so nice. I got you. When I hold you in my arms, my love won't do you no harm. And when I hold you in my arms, my love won't do you no harm. And I feel nice, like sugar and spice. I feel nice, like sugar and spice. So nice, so nice. I got you. Yeah!
Let's go! We feel good after that beautiful performance. Thank you, Des. I mean, I have one question for you, right? We're feeling good, we're supporting the Bokke, the Springboks. What advice do you have for our captain, Siya Kolisi?
He must start to pass the
I hope that Sia is taking down notes. Mom, how are you feeling?
Oh, you know, always good. Always good. This child, you can't help but to feel good.
100%. These past couple of weeks have been big. What can we expect from you guys, from Des, you know, in the near future?
Well, we'll be continuing practicing and doing all his drama and his singing as he is. And we will be going back to SA Champs next year. This little guy wants to win World Champion. Will go to World Champs and win Grand Champion.
Wow.
So that is in the goals for the near future. And yeah, and then of course just be a normal 7-year-old that plays his soccer and plays PlayStation and does all his little things and goes to school.
Are you going to school after this?
Yes.
You're probably like the coolest kid. I mean, you're on TV and straight to school after this. You're going to have a good day, right?
Yeah.
Bigger
Yes.
dreams, bigger dreams, bigger dreams. Thank you so much, Adele and Desmond,
Thank
for
you so
joining
much,
us. It
Kuchile.
has been incredible starting the morning with you.
Thank you so much.
Desmond Kulin, that's the name. This is the young man that you need to keep your eye on.
And I feel good. That was Desmond's best performance ever. But don't take it from us because, well, I'm not that musical. You are quite. But can we hear from Egup? What did you make of that performance?
Egup.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I love it. And of course, we've got Egup, to perform as well. Hoping that inspired you, and it's going to inspire you. And then, but I'm sorry, we've got to do it, okay? We can't only profile South African rugby players.
Why?
We've got to look at the other side. So we're going to do
Bird and Parrot. That's great. I'm excited. That's going to,
Big cry, baby.
Beautiful.
No,
Anyway,
he is
I'll see you
amazing.
very soon. That's fine.
Ooh. See you soon on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Give us an I Feel Good. There we go.
To the brave hearts who persevere against all odds, we salute you. Along with Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave, we're inspiring hope across South Africa this Hopetober. Stand a chance to win 1,500 Rand cash every weekday by answering the weekly Hopetober competition question on Expresso's Facebook, Twitter or Instagram pages throughout the month of October using hashtag Hopetober and hashtag sponsors of Brave. T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back. Let's talk a little rugger. It's time to get to know a 2023 Rugby World Cup player a little better in this week's International Player Profile, brought to you by very proud sponsors of the 2023 Rugby World Cup, Total Energies. And of course, we had to dip outside of the green and gold pool.
Yes.
At least once.
Yes. We have to talk about some All Blacks now, which is fantastic. So if you're a New Zealand fan, get closer to your TV because Beauden Barrett is the one we're focusing on. Was born in New Plymouth, New Zealand on 27 May 1991 and is one of 8 siblings. And Barrett was exposed to rugby early on in his childhood by rugby player father Kevin Barrett. He played for Rahotu and coastal rugby clubs in his junior years and, of course, assumes the position of fullback. I mean, to be honest, he's really good, though. He is really good.
Phenomenally good, but I have a feeling they all just started playing. Like, you know, with 8 siblings, you've got a whole rugby team going there. But he was noticed pretty early on in his career. At the age of 19, in fact, Barrett captured the attention of national selectors for the New Zealand Sevens team. Yep, that's where it began for him. And in the same year, he made his debut for the Taranaki in the 2010 ITM Cup. Take a look at that little man go. Yo! Because he's such a big, bash-it-up kind of player, you forget that he's got the nuance, the subtleties of play, but he looks exactly the same even back then.
But even the way he runs, it's very unique.
Oh, man, he can break a line, he's creative, he is a player to watch. He's one of those X-factor players.
Absolutely. You know, Barrett continued to see great success as he ventured into his professional career with the Hurricanes and the Blues and the Suntory Sun Goliath, where he has been greatly recognized for his exceptional kicking ability and masterclass tries. In fact, 2016-2017 season, Barrett's incredible performances in both Super Rugby and for the national side cemented him as the All Blacks' first-choice fullback, resulting in a remarkable 725 points to date for the national side. And that's why Beauden continues to be a living legend.
And you can see the effect he has on the team as well. He's one of those natural leaders. He kind of talks with his play, which is scary to us. And I think his story is not yet all told. And I think that's... If you think of the pressure on him to be that first choice.
Look at this. I actually remember this one.
He's got the out-and-out pace as well, hey?
But you know what I like about him? Is his body language is very positive as a player. And I think that if you are going to play with somebody like that in your squad and they get the ball, you know, like that person is
You like his body. You like Beauden's body. You like it.
Anyway. Wow.
We're trying, man. We are trying, man. We are trying. That's about as much as a Springbok fan can say about an All Black with some measure, okay, of being impressed. No, he really is amazing, and we look forward to potentially the Springboks and All Blacks having a showdown in the Rugby World Cup final. But, of course, we got to get prepped for game day, and a little bit of money goes a long way.
Money is very important, okay? So, I mean, since Graham's been giving away $100 for Sunrise views, how about standing a chance to win a share of 500,000 Rand if you predict the winner of the 2023 Rugby World Cup when you spend 700 Rand or more at any participating Total Energy service stations.
All you got to do to get there, sign up as a Total Energies Club member first up. Scan the QR code to enter. It's really that easy. And then if you're a non-Total Energies Club member, it's not too late. Register to enter on their WhatsApp line. That's 072-371-7026. And the competition closes on the 15th of October. Not a huge amount of time to get on, and I would imagine a lot of people are going to go for this one. It's a lot of money, but the T's and C's do apply.
Just like in rugby, it's uniting our energies that helps us move forward.
All right, so from rugby player profiles to profiling a young talent in South Africa, EGUP is here, and I can tell you that we are excited about this multi-faceted artist. She is from the Bridges Academy, which is a non-profit organization founded by music industry leaders to catalyze education in underserved communities. This is achieved through music and empowering young talent with the necessary tools and mentorship, and she's here to tell us a bit more about the journey. So, EGUP, what is up?
The guap is up.
Yes. I just had to ask about the name first before we chat about Bridges Academy.
Yes.
It's quite difficult for a hip-hop artist to pick a name, right?
Yes, it is. At first, I was actually Kid Emmy because my name is Emmy Hle, but then I was like, I'm not a kid anymore, you know, I'm growing into this artist, this emerging artist, so I can't be Kid Emmy for long, you know?
That's correct, yeah. So that's why you had to move up to EGUP or EGUP.
Yeah, because I need to chase the guap.
That's very true, hey?
Yeah.
All right, so now Bridges Academy, it is quite a popular non-profit, and it really does lift artists such as yourself to new heights. What was the experience like for you?
My experience at Bridges Academy was the best, honestly speaking. I was able to find myself while I was at the academy.
Nice.
I was able to you know, be open-minded. I was able to know my strengths, my weaknesses, and able to, you know, work with other people.
Wow.
fellow co-creators, and just getting the help that I needed. The academy provided me for that also. Yeah.
I like the fact that they've equipped you because it's about people, right? It's about being a musician is not just about just being a musical person. You actually have to have a complete idea of you.
Exactly.
Naturally, the industry is quite tough, and there are a lot of stresses happening in the industry. And one thing that I believe needs to be spoken about a bit more is mental health in the industry, especially around hip hop, being such an expressive medium and also being so competitive. So for you, how has Bridges Academy set you up on a mental health protection journey so that you know exactly what to go to when you are feeling down?
So Bridges actually provides for co-creators a therapy session.
Oh, lovely.
It really helped me a lot. It really, really helped me a lot because you'd get times where I'd get to the academy and I'm literally not feeling well.
Yeah.
I had stresses because I'm not getting a gig or I couldn't finish a song or whatever, and then I have an assignment to do while I'm at the academy. There was a lot, but the therapy really helped me a lot. I think they really helped me grow into the person that I want to become,
That is beautiful. And I'm loving to, I love hearing that as well with regard to Bridges, so well done to them. And of course, well done to you, because you also have to take credit for taking on the teachings and actually carrying it forward, which is so important. Now, Yellow Fields, you're about to drop this song. Give me a bit of an idea what the song's about.
Okay, so Yellow Fields has dropped 4 years ago. Yellow Fields was not written by me, it was written by Orish. It's really deep, I was literally going through a phase in my life. I was only in grade 9 at that time, I remember. But the song is timeless. It's just so timeless. You wouldn't say that was a 15-year-old writing that song, till today it's still relevant, and that's what I'm grateful for.
This is going to be so good, though. I mean, talking about feels and mental health today, it's time for some Yellow Fields with E-Gup here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Take it away.
Thank you.
Let's go. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go. Hey. Yellow fields, I'm in my fields. 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 Hey. I low-key feel like I've been crying way too much. New persona, another person, I'm switching up. Hey. I'm grown now, I'm a loner, it seems too tough. Hey. I low-key feel like I've been begging way too much. Yellow fields, I'm in my fields. Yellow fields, I'm in my fields. Yellow fields, I'm in my fields. Yellow fields, I'm in my fields.
This one is the second part of Yellow Fields. Well, it's the deeper one. This is the end. If you're going through something, I suggest you listen to the song. I really feel after all that trapping and, let's go. But thank you.
Yeah, my life is sad, but I'm gone. Don't know what's happening, but God's in control. You feeling me if you know that you're gone. Yeah, it's hard and deep, but you just hold on. You just hold on. You just hold on. You just hold on until you find your control. You just hold on. You just hold on. You just hold on until you find your control. You just hold on. Okay, you just hold on. Okay, you just hold on. Yeah, okay, you just hold on. I feel like I'm flying though. I don't know what's happening. I feel this every time though. I don't know what's happening, but you be on my mind though. You probably wonder if I'm in it, cause I am a psycho. Oh no, baby, I'm just going through some things that ain't nobody seeing. Really hard for confessing, really hard for chasing dreams. No one know what's happening. You just wait and you will see. And I want to meet me. They talk about it. You find some dead bodies. They're all about it until you find somebody. Haters out here chasing clout, don't know what they talking about. Haters out here chasing clout, they don't know what they're talking about. My life just hold on. You just hold on. You just hold on until you find your control. You just hold on. You just hold on. You just hold on until you find your control. Yeah, you just hold on. Yeah, you just hold on. Yeah, 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 yeah.
You just hold on. I mean, that's what we've been talking about. E-Gup. The thing is, you just hold on. No matter what you're going through, you're going to get through this. And I think that's a great song. Yellow Fields dropped 4 years ago, but still feels so fresh this morning in the Feel Good Breakfast Show, and more beats to come from E-Gup. So make sure you stay right there. This is Expresso and S3.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to another installment of the Culinary Hotline Bling. Ching, ching, ching. So we're switching things up a little bit. We had a beautiful pasta which had chicken mince in there.
Yes.
We had those delicious prego steak buns. No. And now we're going veggie, right?
Now we're going veggie.
But in a way that's really cool because this is a vegetable that's gonna get like a bit of attitude added to it.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Let's swap side.
Okay.
So true story, and I'm gonna tell it because I can't eat cucumber. I can't, right?
Don't worry.
But it's funny because I cook with it quite a lot. It's not for myself, then it's for other people.
Yes.
And I always get excited when I see new ways of preparing cucumber. One of the ways that blew my mind was an Asian dish where they wok-fried cucumber.
Oh.
Yeah, and I tasted a small piece, and it kind of like, it works.
So you can eat
it. It kind of works. So what you're doing now is, again, not just the normal sliced rounds.
Yes.
You're doing something completely different. And what are you doing? You are smashing it, aren't you?
I'm smashing it.
You're smashing it. Please take it away, because I love seeing this demonstration.
So basically what you want to do is you just want to, I don't want to break everything in, but basically you want to smash the cucumber up like this until it starts cracking.
And it's not even...
you can go longer for the demo. And then basically you want to take these little pieces and pop them in there. And then salt it, sugar, and then you basically cure it, get the moisture out, rinse it off, and then now we're going to make the dressing.
Tell me about the rinsing off part. So we salt it.
So we salt it.
Which draws out
the moisture.
The excess water that doesn't really have flavor.
Exactly.
Yeah?
Which will be better for you.
And then people always say, why, when you put salt in it and you draw out the water, but then you rinse it, aren't you adding water back? You're not.
Yeah.
You're not. And you should rinse it salt off because it's salty. It's going to destroy the dish.
And plus I'm going to put soy sauce and my dressing now.
It's all about the layers in flavor, layering in flavor. So talking about that sauce and layers, let's talk about what's happening. So we said soy sauce.
So you've got acid, rice vinegar. Mm-hmm. You've got sugar, sweetness obviously. You've got a little bit of soy, which we can do taste test at the end. You've got garlic and ginger in there, and that there. A little bit of sesame oil, okay? And then some white pepper. And that is banging.
Right, because I'm guessing you can make like a 2-liter batch of this.
Exactly.
And it would keep, right? I mean, because it's saltiness from the soy and it's oil would naturally preserve.
Yes.
So I think it's amazing. Yeah, don't make the small batch and go and check out the recipe on expressoshow.com.
Tasty.
When you do make it, don't make the small batch. Make a big batch because the sauce is...
Good. It's power. Good peps.
Wow.
It's good, eh?
Especially because cucumber, from what people tell me, has a very neutral flavor,
Yes.
right? So when you add something as bold and vibrant as that, it just kind of sucks up that flavor.
Yeah.
So if you are a cucumber lover, this is one you should try. I feel like that sauce just takes it to a whole nother level.
And now you're going to marinate it in that sauce.
And you've got some radishes in there. Again, crunch on crunch on crunch.
Crunch on crunch on crunch.
Which is great because it's summer, and I feel like we've
This
had
is
the
fresh.
longest winter. It feels like it's been the longest winter ever. I mean, I love winter because, I mean, cooking all those stews, soups, and
Yeah.
curries. But I feel
Next
like
to fire, red wine.
You know?
What
you
a
know?
vibe.
I feel like my palate is ready for summer. It's actually
Nice.
screaming for summer, and that's in a delicious way. So, how long can you actually make this ahead of time?
So, I mean, you could probably marinate this even overnight. It would be even better the next day.
And it's not going to fall apart. The
It's not gonna-
cucumber's not
yeah.
going to, like, come undone.
No.
This is, honestly, I think that keeping vegetables chunky in a salad and not having uniform slices makes the difference.
Exactly.
And that's what you've done here. I'm going to swap sides again with you.
Swap sides. So now we're going to
Sauce.
make a tahini sauce, which is basically tahini. This used to be a currency in some cultures back in the day.
And it makes sense because, I mean, also it's a labor of love to make. So, I mean, grinding all those sesame seeds
Yeah.
to get, like, that tahini.
So you get the tahini.
Yeah.
So tahini's, it's a sesame paste. You've got lime juice. You've got some honey for sweetness. Ooh, no.
When you do work with tahini, you'll notice there's like a subtle underlying bitterness. So
Yes.
the fact that you're adding that honey to it kind of just like
And the
balances
acid.
that out.
Yeah.
And it's funny because even though it's bitter, you've added a little bit of acidity with lime juice, that lemon juice.
Yeah.
The
So
acidity,
it's bitter and acid is different.
it's weird. It kind of rounds that
Yeah,
bitterness.
exactly.
So it's not just harsh. That is
And then I
delicious.
always put a little bit of. I'm gonna put some of this. This is the water.
And then the water also just to dilute it.
just to open it up as well. You'll see now. Okay, and then I wish I could get some more out of here, but that's fine.
It's
Just a
coming.
small
It's
drop.
happening. It's happening.
fine,
It's
fine.
happening.
I'm happy.
There we go.
Okay, let's taste this thing.
I am tasting, but I'm gonna go for radish. I'm a big radish fan. So I think it'll be delicious. If we're tasting, where's my tasting spoon? And we get out of the spoon.
Just needs a little bit of seasoning.
So that's the thing about chefs and home cooks. The tasting is very important because we taste everything as we go along. And I feel like moms do that too. That's how moms get it right. They always make like the best food because they're constantly tasting all the different layers of flavor.
More acid.
Oh,
But good.
the honey and the tahini together.
Yeah.
There's like this intense nuttiness that you get from the tahini, but then the honey,
Power.
it somehow makes the tahini taste nuttier.
Yeah.
And that sweetness, it's not sweet, it's just like it's the balance that you get in that sauce. That is absolutely delicious. Okay, so.
Now we're plating. So basically you just want to pour your beautiful sauce on your plate, like that. And then you've got your marinated cucumbers. Looks like a vibe.
It is.
Sorry, I'm making a big mess, yeah.
Also, like, we spoke about it recently on the show. Like, it's 2023, the tossed salad is done. If you're having a braai and you're just doing a beautiful piece of meat, or even if you're not braaiing meat, this is the type of salad you should serve with it. It just looks
pretty.
It looks like it's an absolute vibe. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you've got all the toppings.
Talk to me about the toppings.
Toppings.
Because that's also what takes salads, in a sense, into the future.
Yes.
It's the layering and the crunch and the texture, the toppings that go on there.
So we've got some chili crisp oil. This, I think you can get it at Woolies.
Yes, you can.
Or the Asian stores. And then just put that into the, you want that all over as well. But the main thing is that it's in the outside, in the dressing. Can you see that? Look how beautiful it looks.
Yeah, and also I'm still feeling the burn of the marinade that you put in there.
Yeah.
That's delicious.
Some
That's
fresh
great.
mint. I mean, it's so easy to do, but it's going to pack a punch.
It is.
This dish.
And it smells like summer. It smells amazing.
And it's a combination of like Cantonese and like Middle Eastern. So
with that tahini that's in
you've
there
got the
as well.
mint, yeah, the Middle Eastern comes from the tahini. You've got beautiful toasted sesame seeds.
The crunch
What
of
a
the sesame seeds,
vibe.
that's the one. I'm going in. I don't have chopsticks. But while I'm busy taking a little taste, we've got a voice note. Let's listen to the voice note.
Yeah.
Hello, Expresso. It's Mpumi from Mpumalanga. I want to introduce more vegetable-based dishes into my diet. What are the staples I should have on my grocery list? Thank you.
Got you. I like this question because what our viewers say now is she's trying to incorporate more vegetables into her diet. And I think in South Africa, we are so lucky because our produce is phenomenal. And what I find is the best thing when you start blending colors, try adding as much color as you can when it comes to vegetables. And what you'll find is automatically by doing that, by like playing around with the colors of vegetables, it'll be like this change in texture with the ingredients that you're using.
And seasonally.
Exactly.
That's massive. Like go to a farmer's market, see what's available and buy all that stuff. And then what I normally do is I'll go to like a Rugby with Annelies, who's my business partner. Annelies Catering. Check it out. And then, basically we would go on a Sunday to Rugby and go get a few vegetables or any market, any farmer's market, and go grab whatever's available. And in season, because that's the best way.
The best way. Eat what's in season. And I mean...
like this is summer, that screams summer.
That screams summer. Go and get this recipe, expressoshow.com. Ollie, you've been amazing. We'll be back next week with more.
Love you.
Culinary Hotline Bling!
Ting, ting, ting! I got used to that.
Love you. Wonders for my mental health, I'll tell you that much. The smells, the vibe, I absolutely love it. And maybe there's the secret there. Just get stuck into something that you love. It doesn't have to be a big thing. It can be something small that makes you happy. We are connecting with you on that level today. We are talking about our mental health, October being Mental Health Awareness Month, an opportunity for all of us to talk. And yes, maybe sometimes we need to lean on someone. You know, I remember talking about this story before, and I had a woman working for me. She hadn't been for very long. We had gone through like a hectic thing. And it was one of the darkest stages of my life. And I'll remember not being able to get out of my bed. And she came and she just started vacuuming next to she knew. And she wouldn't stop vacuuming for about an hour. She kept coming back and vacuuming next to my head until I got out of bed. Virgilia, I love you. You don't understand what you did for me in that moment of realizing that all I needed to do, not solve the problem, not climb the mountain, just get out of bed. Just get out of bed and stand up, and then we'll take it from there. And I think that's the key thing. You need that person. It doesn't have to be someone close to you. For me, it's often my colleagues, admittedly, in this space, because this is quite a raw, emotional space. But sometimes you just need that key person at that key moment. Man.
And that's the thing. You know, the beautiful thing about what we do over here is that I had somebody come up to me about Expresso and say that literally, because you guys smile and laugh so much, I can get up in the morning. I have rough days at my house, but I put on S3 and you guys are there. So don't forget that if you need to lean on us, this is exactly why we are here. We are here to assist, and we are really like the Feel Good Breakfast Show element. It means something to us. It's not just a slogan or a phrase. We want it to be good.
Yeah, no, but it is. It's woven into our absolute DNA. Likewise, the South African Depression and Anxiety Group. You do not get better. If you want a neutral to talk to, who doesn't care about your baggage, doesn't know you, they don't care about that nonsense. They just want to help. 0800 456 789. Have that number on speed dial. And I think especially if you are feeling a lot of self-judgment right now, you need to speak to someone who doesn't connect on that level. They just have the practical tools to help you. So if you're going through that moment right now, the darkness is there. Right now, that number is there to be phoned. We are going to continue to bring as much feel good as we can. For some of us, that means getting outside, and we're going to get some gardening tips for those green fingered, or maybe we'll get you inspired for green fingers. We've got Musa Seshwane, who is a new sensation in the gardening space, and she's going to prove how happy you can be in those green spaces.
Lovely. And also, when you're close to nature, they call it biohacking when you stay closer.
100%.
That's so important to be close. And of course, EGUP is still here for some entertaining music for you. So make sure you stay there at your Feel Good. Let's focus on that. Breakfast Show Expresso.
Okay, checking.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. We promised you another performance, and here it is. EGUP has been, well, blowing our minds with the story behind the music. I love that. I can understand why there is this, like, powerful moment happening around you right now. I get that. But there seems to be a purpose behind what you're doing. It feels so intentional. Does it feel like that when you're creating, when you're performing? Do you feel like you're doing it for a reason?
Yes, for sure, absolutely. My producer's right here with me right now. He knows it all, trust me. I think my music is based on what I go through on a daily basis, like my life experiences, you know. And I just think when I write down whatever that I'm going through, you know, it just helps me. That's the purpose, you know. The purpose of it. I'm
Just
growing
keep
and
moving
growing.
forward.
Exactly.
I love that, man. And what you don't realize, I don't think, is because we get to see the bird's eye view of that effect, is you help us all do that. You help us all keep moving forward. I love it. Another performance coming up. What are you going to do for us now?
I'm going to perform Location. Location hasn't dropped yet. It's coming soon, though. It's coming soon. It's an R&B one. Singing for the ladies, for
I
whoever.
love it.
Yeah.
You're going to help us get in touch with that emotion right now and connect. Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't get much more feel-good than this on your Feel-Good Breakfast Show. Performing Locations, it is EGUP. The floor is yours. Enjoy.
Yeah. Things that we do, things that we do. Things that we do. Can you send me your location, girl? Yeah, I just wanna know where you are. Eh. I feel like you're the chosen one. Girl, you're the chosen one. I'm falling for you every day, baby. Hang on me, you got me. I see that every day. I know you got it, girl. And you don't play with dirt. You just don't want to be loved. And no complaining, yeah. Baby, when I saw you, you look so good to me. I thought I was gone crazy. Girl, please, what do you mean? You're thinking them jeans, I ain't gon' sweat. I'm down on one knee. Why you want these? 60 to 40, I'm putting them trees. I'ma just lean and shawty want all of my. Man, she getting little, she want blue tanks. I'm fucking her sister, I'm Bruce Wayne. I might go and cop me some new chains. She love it, she with the movement. I am not even that cool, man. Switch you $1, treat you, man. Big butt and nasty, she Kim K. Let's go. Can you send me your location, girl? Yeah. Can you send me your location, girl? Yeah. Can you send me your location, girl? I just wanna know where you are. Hey, yeah, tell me where you are. Tell me where you are. Tell me where you are. Send me your location. Send me your location. Yeah, send me your location. Send me your location. Yeah.
Oh, yes. I feel like you should be checking your phone. They might have sent the location. Just check your phone. Just have a look.
You never know.
I love it. An exclusive on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Locations dropping soon. Check out all of her socials to make sure you find out exactly when, and then download. We'll see if we can squeeze one more performance out of the superstar before we wrap things up today. But right now, let's get back into those official duties with our news and sports headlines.
Let's do just that. Just before 8 o'clock, let's take a look. Now, nationally, the Road Traffic Infringement Agency is encouraging motorists to make use of the grace period provided for lifting all enforcement orders, offering relief to those who face difficulties renewing their vehicle or driving licenses due to old traffic fines. In response to mounting concerns and complaints, the agency took action in August to lift enforcement orders associated with aged traffic fines. These orders had previously hindered motorists from renewing their licenses. Now, Deputy President Paul Mashatile has emphasized the crucial role of partnerships between governments and the private sector in Africa's exploration of oil and gas resources. His remarks came during the opening of the 2023 Africa Oil Week in Cape Town, a platform aimed at fostering deals within the oil and gas sector to promote the continent's developments. With the theme Maximizing Africa's Natural Resources in Global Energy Transition, this year's conference aims to encourage cooperation and collaboration in the oil and gas industry. Let's go to international news now. Liberians are voting on whether to return football icon George Weah and former World Cup Player of the Year to the presidency. Peace and the economy are among voters' top concerns. Hundreds of people gathered at polling stations in the capital Monrovia yesterday morning ahead of the start of voting at 8 a.m. The main political parties have pledged that the presidential and legislative elections in the West African country will pass off peacefully. Some 2.4 million Liberians are eligible to vote in the elections. Now, Hamas has threatened to execute an Israeli captive every time Israel bombs a Palestinian home without warning, and Israel has called up an unprecedented 300,000 reservists. At least 687 Palestinians died and 3,726 were wounded in Israeli airstrikes since Saturday. Mosques as well as hospitals were among the sites attacked. Israel's death toll from Hamas's attack has climbed to 1,000, with 2,600 wounded and dozens taken captive. Meanwhile, British, French, German, Italian and US governments have jointly recognized the legitimate aspirations of the Palestinian people and support equal measures of justice and freedom for Israelis and Palestinians alike. And wrapping things up, SA rugby enthusiasts have 3 reasons to be especially interested in this weekend's World Cup quarterfinal matches. Firstly, South Africa's Jaco Peyper will be earning his 50th Test cap as he will handle the match between Wales and Argentina in Marseille on Saturday. SA's Marius Jonker has been named TMO. The third reason generating immeasurable interest is, of course, the fact that the Boxers are to meet the France in one of the quarterfinals on Saturday night, or should I say Sunday evening, in Paris. And of course, referee appointments were made on merit after a review of the 40 pool phase matches. Highlights show just how fair Peyper is. He also refereed the opening match of the World Cup, and another great honor for us. So South Africans doing the most at the Rugby World Cup. Let's all be grateful and patriotic ahead of the big showpiece and the latter end this weekend. That's it for the news action. Let's get on to sport.
To flag or not to flag? That is the question. While we're talking about our national pride, let's hone in on this one. South Africa's government has now lodged an appeal against the World Anti-Doping Agency, or WADA's decision, which threatens sanctions for non-compliance with the World Anti-Doping Code. So the appeal seeks to avoid potential consequences, such as a ban on raising our flag at the Rugby World Cup this weekend. The country faced a deadline to align its anti-doping legislation with WADA's new code. We obviously missed that, and South Africa aims to now delay the impact of WADA's decision through an appeal to the Court of Arbitration for Sport, the CAS, in Switzerland, sparing, hopefully, the nation from potential embarrassment in our global sporting events, because, of course, we've got 2 World Cups playing out right now. So let's hone in now on the cricket, and in a remarkable display yesterday of batting prowess, Mohammad Rizwan and Abdullah Shafiq both notched up centuries as Pakistan showed their intent, and they achieved the highest ever target in a World Cup history, in fact, securing a 6-wicket victory over Sri Lanka in Hyderabad yesterday. So despite battling leg cramps, Rizwan scored an unbeaten 131 of 121 balls, while Shafiq, he contributed 113 from his 103 deliveries. Pakistan successfully chasing down that formidable 345-run target in just over 48 overs, now marking their 2nd consecutive win and boosting their confidence ahead of the highly anticipated clash against hosts India in Ahmedabad on Saturday. I think more records will be broken. Now let's turn to the other Rugby World Cup, or the other World Cup, at least in rugby now. And Argentina in firm focus this week, and they've called up lock Lucas Paulos as a replacement for the injured back row forward, their stalwart, Pablo Matera. Now, the former captain suffered a hamstring injury during Argentina's crucial and very hard-fought 39-27 victory over Japan. That was in their final Rugby World Cup Pool D match. This victory securing Argentina their spot in the World Cup knockout stages, and they want to go further than they have before. But of course, they're going to get past Wales in that quarterfinal match in Marseille this weekend. So Argentina, they face Wales, who they've met twice before in World Cups, both of those resulting in pool stage losses, but quite a while ago, 91 and 99, and of course that was in Cardiff, so that's to be expected. But in their 21 tests against Wales, the Pumas, they've secured victory only 6 times. But I think there is something magical about this team and the timing right now. Now, finally, we round off with golf, and it seems that LIV haven't quite cracked the code yet. The official World Golf Ranking, or OWGR board, has rejected LIV Golf's official request to allow players to earn world ranking points in their events. So LIV Golf had submitted the application in July of 2022 after hosting 2 of their unique 54-hole, no-cut 48-player tournaments with big money, of course. The decision was communicated in a letter from the OWGR president, Peter Dawson, to LIV Golf's CEO, the famous Greg Norman, citing format concerns and limited access to LIV Golf events as the primary reasons for the rejection. I don't think LIV is going anywhere, so watch that space. But that's a wrap of your sport for this beautiful Wednesday morning. Hopefully the road's not competitive at all. There will be a few incidents to report on. Let's get you to work safely.
So if you're still heading out there, this is what's ahead of you on the roads in Germiston, Johannesburg. There's been a multi-vehicle accident on the N3 northbound at Marlborough Road. The left lane is closed and the back of the queue is at Kaluli's interchange at the moment, so slow-moving traffic there. Please arrange with your boss and, of course, add some travel time. Then Durban, KZN. There's been an accident on the N2 southbound after the ramp from Umhlanga, and, of course, the right lane is closed at the moment, so please expect delays. And in the mother city, Cape Town, there's heavy congestion on the N1 inbound at Jiptiaga. Of course, expect those delays and allow for more travel time. That is it for your traffic. Good luck getting to work. Let's take a look at your weather. Now let's start off with a word of warning. Quite literally, a yellow level 2 warning has been issued by the SA Weather Service for severe thunderstorms with possible strong damaging winds and large amounts of small hail, resulting in localized damage to informal houses expected over the central parts of the Free State and the northwestern parts of KwaZulu-Natal. Localized structural damage to homes and carports can also be expected. Extremely high fire danger conditions are expected over the northern parts of the Northern Cape, the western parts of both the Northwest and the Free State, as well as the Jokabi District Municipality in the Eastern Cape. So make sure you are safe out there. Those are the conditions, and that's the warning. Let's take a look at your temperatures with some soft music. Beautiful temperatures over there, and of course dress accordingly. Now, this morning something happened and I'm so excited about it. A competition of sunrise views. So if your sunrise encapsulates the beauty of nature, if it brings a spring and a smile to you, then come on. Stand a chance to win 100 Rand of Graham's money by sending in your sunrise photo this morning. It's been wonderful. We are making this man bankrupt, and it's for a good cause. So remember to include a short story or weather report from your part of town. 063-408-8863. Ooh, and we got a winner. We have another one of these. Werner from Surrey Estate, right? This is what the picture looked like. It is absolutely gorgeous. And Werner even said, right, this is obviously overachieving. Added a voice note to the picture. That's what I'm talking about. Take a listen to this.
Morning Expresso team, this is Werner from a sunny and all of a sudden a cloudy morning outside here in Stikland. Have a good day, Expresso team.
Werner, if you're ever going to start meditation classes with that voice, I'm signing up today. That's why you get 100 Rand. Congratulations, Werner. That's Graham's money that's on its way to you now. And remember, keep it coming. I love this competition element. And long shall it continue, all right, as long as Graham has money. In fact, talking about Graham, he's got some news for you as to what you can expect on your Feel Good Breakfast show. And I'm going to be here behind him, ready to go.
So is it 100 bucks split now 3 ways? And everyone gets 33 Rand and then we fight over that, or was it 100 Rand for each person? I'm going to take out a loan so we can do this every day. I love it, and you guys are amazing. I want to hear a weather report, and I want to see your photos every single day. And if you need to transform your space outside so you've got the perfect setting, well, Musa Seshwane, the gardening girl with all the connections who is making waves online, is going to give us some ultimate gardening hacks to get us outside there. And then the one thing that the show hasn't had yet is a maximum cuteness overload. We've got some fashion for the little ones for the new season. Absolutely gorgeous. Stick around.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso here in S3. I'm so glad that you came through because we'd like to plant a seed with you. Now, with mental health being our focus today, gardening tends to be something very therapeutic and could help you stay focused. And that's why Kutle is in Johannesburg with Musa Seshwane for some hacks.
We are celebrating Garden Day in South Africa this month. It's coming up, right, Musa?
Yes,
on
it is.
Sunday.
Sunday the 15th of October.
Yes, we are getting into all things becoming green this morning. If you've been meaning to create your own little green garden, well, you are in luck because Managing Director of Farminist, Musa, is here to walk us through all of that. Good morning.
Morning. How are you guys?
I'm so good. Thank you for joining us. I'm excited.
You.
I know nothing about gardening, Musa. Talk to us about how you got started. You know, is it a hobby? Is it just something that you enjoy doing?
So I started Farminist in lockdown.
Oh.
I have a bachelor's degree in agriculture. So during lockdown, like there was nothing to do, right?
Yes.
And then we just started showcasing me planting in my balcony, and then people just started asking questions. How can I do this? All the tips. And it started there. It snowballed into a business. And then here we are today. It's a functional running business.
I love stories like that, right? Because you are an expert, you have the educational background, and obviously with lockdown happening, that kind of catalyzed the process, because that's how Farminist was born.
Yes.
I want to ask you, okay, I'm seeing cardboard, toilet paper roll, cardboards here.
Yes.
Are you about to walk us through how to create a biodegradable seed plant?
Yes, we are.
Where do we start?
We are. So today we used toilet rolls, so there is no need for you to throw this out. You can reuse it. I mean, if you don't want to buy a seed pack, this can work as a seed pack or to house a seed. So we're going to use this. We're going to start your seed.
Okay.
When you want to start your seed, you need a housing material, which is your toilet roll. Now we have this, and then we have your potting soil. You can use a potting soil. You can even use a germination soil. So this is the potting soil that we're going to use, and you will need your seed of choice. So whatever seed that you want to plant, I mean, we're going in summer.
Yes.
Watermelon does very well now. So whatever it is that you want to put in your garden, go straight ahead, play with it.
What do we have here?
We have an ancient favorite, moroho. We have a moroho here. So that is what we'll be doing for today.
Okay.
So here was a, what's this? It was a big paper roll, paper towel roll. So I just want to cut it so that we can have maybe 6 of it.
Okay.
So you just have to cut it.
We're cutting it in half.
Yeah, in half.
I love the fact that because it's also sustainable.
Yeah, definitely. So meaning that if you're planting directly in the ground, there is no need for you to take out the seedling from this. So you can just plant it directly in the ground with a paper towel.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you can just directly plant it in. So let's put on our gloves. I got you gloves as well.
Thank you. I love the color green. We are becoming green today.
Definitely. So put on your gloves and let's get working.
Hey, you see, people who are not used to these things.
Let me tear it out for you.
Thank you. There we go. There we go. There we go.
Ready? Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm just going to quickly put in our soil. So you can go however way you want to go.
So we're filling it to the brim.
Yes, we are filling it in. Sorry about that.
Okay.
We're just filling it in.
So in terms of...
sorry. It will be messy.
And that's what we like, right?
Yeah.
Getting down and dirty. So you spoke about the different types of soils.
Yeah.
Why are we using this particular one for this?
Okay. This is formulated from the store, the nursery. It's formulated to give all the nutrients that the seed will require. So you can use ground soil if you're planting directly on the ground. There's nothing wrong with it. But because we're using a biodegradable tool, which is the toilet roll, I'd like using the plotting soil. So, yeah. And then we can go in. Sorry about the mess.
No, girl.
We can go in with our
We are prepared
seeds.
for you.
Yeah.
We're going in with our seed. With the different types of plants, they require different types of humidity and temperatures. How do you create your own little greenhouse?
Oh, okay. Creating your little mini greenhouse. When you buy grapes from your retailer, that pack that it comes with, that you can create a mini greenhouse with it. It's perfect. You just put in, if you're starting your seeds from scratch, you just put in your potting soil, chunk in your seeds, water it up, close it up, make sure that it gets enough sunlight. Then there's your mini greenhouse.
That is incredible, the fact that we can do all of these things at home by ourselves.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, if we follow Farminist, she will walk us through all of that. So we've got our seeds here.
Yes, we do. So you can take one, put it inside.
Okay. Just one?
Can you? Or you can take 2.
Okay.
I mean, the probability of them coming, I mean, the more the merrier, I guess.
Do I then?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Deep in there.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
Is that enough?
That's
I got a
enough.
little too excited.
Yeah. Can you please take the other as well?
No
I think
problem.
I can't with my gloves. Yes.
Got
They're
it.
too tiny. They're too
They
tiny.
are so tiny.
Yeah.
But I love how, although they are tiny, they grow into something beautiful.
Definitely,
You know?
definitely. So now you have to wait for, in the pack will let you know the germination period. So it will usually say 7 to 14 days for it to start showing up in the ground, in the top. So just wait it out. I mean, a lot of people I find that they're like, I planted it like 5 days ago, nothing is coming out. And I'm like, did you read the seed pack? Did you really look at the Yes. Did you really look at the seed pack? So it's important for you to look at the seed pack. Be patient. Gardening is all about patience.
Yes.
So be patient. Yeah.
Be patient.
Be patient.
I absolutely love it. So now that we have planted our seed in here, we just water it. It takes about 7 days.
Yeah, you put in the water and then we're ready.
How much water?
Just pour. I'll let you know. Pour. You.
Go, 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 go,
Yeah,
go.
it's
There we
okay.
go.
Yes.
Like that.
Then you can pour again.
I am having so much fun with Musa this morning.
Then, yeah, I think the others will continue with them.
We are getting down and dirty, learning on how to become a little bit more green. We can create all of these things in our own little gardens. Musa's not going anywhere. And also you can follow her on Instagram, right?
Yes, definitely.
If you want to learn more about how to become more green. She's not going anywhere because we're getting into something that I love, and that is flowers and crowns.
I love that. I got some hacks there. Thank you, Mosa and Kuhle.
Green fingers.
Right.
She literally now has green fingers.
That's exactly what happened now. But now let's just really reap the rewards of Vodacom Enhance. It's making it easy here for you. Of course, take a look at something fantastic. It's an affordable way than ever to access the smart tech you want and need. And you can simply enhance your new or existing plan at any stage and choose from a super wide range of smart tech, home tech, appliances, and even device care. Whatever you need, you can enhance with Vodacom.
Yeah, man, you got to just start thinking about it. It's as simple as that. And I like this way of modular building, like in a modular way, building in what you need. So where it gets very exciting is that you can now enhance your plan with Vodacom's multi-device finance by choosing between flexible contract lengths of 24 or 36 months to get what you need, allowing you to build your own plan your way. Like I said, modular. You can make it work in the way that you need, and then, of course, you can trade in your older eligible phone for an upgrade or opt for a pre-loved phone that is as good as new. Why have we not seen this happen before?
Because there's no waste there, is there? It's actually looking after the environment in that way,
perfect.
too.
And also after our wallets, because you can get a really good device that is still just as good as new. Beautiful, man.
So, given this exciting flexibility and choice, Vodacom are giving you the chance to win 3,000 Rand in cash simply by telling us which smartphone you would choose to upgrade to. And we are super curious to see what people have on their wish list as well.
Oh, yeah,
Take a look.
Jermina, she echoes this show for sure. I love Samsung Galaxy S23 because it takes great quality pics and has enough storage. Plus, it's portable.
Nice. Galen, I would love to upgrade to a Samsung Z Flip 3 because of its amazing features and the fact that it can easily fit into my pocket. Also, my phone I'm using now doesn't have such a good camera, so I would love to capture more moments without worrying of a blur.
100%. That Z Flip 3, I think, is going to get a lot of votes, I have a feeling. Tandi Kaba saying, would definitely appreciate a Samsung A24. Great camera to scan my documents as a part-time student and job seeker. I like that. And space enough for my educational apps and documents. Hey, you make a strong case, Tandi.
Right.
Very strong case.
Me as well. I had a Y90 and I just need it back because it's an amazing phone. It features and its features, and of course the screen. It's so slick and amazing touch.
It's amazing how we form relationships with our phones.
Right.
I'm using one of my older models now, and I love it. I absolutely love it now. But there is always space for something new, to upgrade, to enhance your plan. So that competition is still open. So if you want to enter and stand a chance of winning that cool 3,000 Rand in cash, you got to tell us which smartphone you would most love to upgrade to and why.
Share your answer, please, and share it with us on Expresso's Facebook, X, or Instagram pages using hashtag Enhance with Vodacom, and you could be our lucky winner. For all the T's and C's, visit expressoshow.com.
Good luck.
Mzansi, enhance what you love. Add more of what you need to your contract. Choose from a range of enhanced options in-store or online. Further together, Vodacom.
So I promised you a cuteness overload. On the way is a fashion show that is going to blow your mind. We've got some gorgeous summer dresses landing just for the little ones.
And of course, flower crowns to top it off. Stay there.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You can see how excited I am. Is it because I'm missing my little people? Maybe just a little bit. But the joy is in the little things for sure. I know that as a parent. So let the kids thrive this season with dresses made from responsibly sourced cotton in some beautiful subtle prints and some soft tones. I love them. Here to unpack dresses for the season is Woolworths kids dress buyer. Must have the best job in the world, really. Madonna February. Madonna, so good to have you here.
Hi.
Thank you so much for stepping out of, I would imagine, that crazy mad scientist space that you have at Woolies, where you're coming up with all these amazing ideas and embracing a new season, because the colours are amazing. Maybe a good place to start is why it's so important to have a staple like this. Why are these dresses making such a wave at the moment? I mean, they look gorgeous, but there's something special here.
So we've got such a wide variety on offer at the moment. So in summer, a dress is just a staple item because it's with the wide variety. It's so versatile.
Sure.
It can be worn for any occasion, from casual play dates to more special events like family outings or parties, and even for weddings. And then also it just takes the hassle out of having to match and coordinate an outfit.
Sure.
It's a one-piece outfit solution.
I love that. And you can still dress it up and you can still have a little bit of fun with it. And maybe you can take some of them out to let them shine in the light shower. I absolutely love it. But what is the difference when it comes to dresses made by Woolies? Because there is a significant difference.
Absolutely. So firstly, we're just really excited and just so proud that we're able to offer our customer a dress at a starting price of $79.95.
Really?
Yeah, so
Say that again?
$79.95. It's an incredible price. And these dresses are made from 100% sustainably responsible cotton.
For sure.
And they are, they color fast, so they stay brighter for longer.
Sure.
They're also durable, so they are made to last.
And to play.
And to play, so kids can just be kids. And then they're also finished with a special fabric finish for better fabric appearance and a better fabric hand feel. And then they're also no harmful substances and toxic chemicals are used in the production of our fabrics.
This kind of feels like the last 20-year journey of your quality control and your sustainability coming to bear in something that is so inexpensive, it's mind-blowing. And I like the fact that you can dress it down or dress it up. So let's bring Janie and Tatum in, our two gorgeous models. They do look exquisite this morning. Talk us through what these young ladies are wearing.
Okay, so these are your casual items, our casual wovens. What's really key for the season is texture, and you'll see both of these dresses are in textures. And then they're just elevated casual dresses for those special casual events, you know, going out on the weekends and things like that. And you'll see the colors, it's those spicy, muted tones, just really beautiful and new for the season.
And this is hot, like the Savannah colors, those sorts of things are very hot this season, so I get that. But what it does give you is it's bold without being bold. So it makes a statement, it looks absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that you can accessorize with a lot. You can, you know, it gives you a lot of freedom with the shoes, how you're going to work in different colors, because you've got this beautiful neutral palette to work from. Very, very beautiful. They look like they wear really well as well. Super comfy, and that's what you want. You can forget your little princess might look like a princess, but she's still a little girl and wants to play.
Yes,
and have
definitely,
fun.
definitely.
And you need that freedom. Oh man, I love every outfit on that rail. Maybe some advice for someone who's wanting to get that staple piece, get that one item that is going to make the difference. It's worth investing in something like this. What advice do you have for a parent looking to get the best for their little one?
Okay, so like I said, we've got a lot of options available. So from your play date, your after school, your creche, we've got our $79.99 dresses. So, and they come in a variety of silhouettes. So we've got the sporty sleeve, and then we've got the frill sleeve.
And a unicorn.
With the
okay, that's
unicorn,
done now. I know which one I'm going to have to get for my daughter now, yeah.
We've also got the tiered, which she really loves as a shape.
Yeah.
And then we've got your classic baby doll shape.
Oh, absolutely.
So all of these look really beautiful. And then for casual weekends, something a little bit more elevated, not as plain, but styled, so your casuals.
I love that.
And then again, textures really big for the season. So we've got lots of textures going on over here.
Love it. They look beautiful, and I think to wear, they feel even better. Madonna, thank you so, so much. This is exquisite. You and your team have outdone yourselves for summer this season. Absolutely beautiful. And the joy is we get to share in that magic. Make sure the little ones are having fun in the sun. And I stress the word fun, with dresses that are made from responsibly sourced cotton. They feel amazing and they look even better. You can shop these kids' dresses and a whole lot more moving into the new season at Woolies, in-store, online, or on their amazing app. To our amazing models and Madonna, thank you so much. Absolutely beautiful.
Think like a fashionista.
Do you think that my...
They're so pretty.
It's called a dungaree.
Dungaree. Chocolate underwear.
What if your clothes were made out of bacon?
It would be so funny because I can eat my clothes.
Now we got dresses, and let's move on to how gardening can assist mental health. In fact, Garden Day is coming up, and flower crowns will accentuate the one area they're trying to focus on, which is indeed mental health. And of course, quickly we go back up to Johannesburg to chat to our CEO of Farminist to get some more details.
We are celebrating Garden Day on the 15th of October, and we are joined this morning by the incredible Managing Director of Farminist, Musa. She has been here, you know, walking us through how we can become more green and create our own little gardens back home. But right now, we're talking about Garden Day.
Yes, we are.
Spring has sprung.
Definitely, it has.
How can people start celebrating and participate when it comes to Garden Day?
One can ask, what is Garden Day? Garden Day is an annual movement that has been going on for years, where you put away your tools and get to celebrate in your garden. You get to celebrate the fruits of your labor, one can say. So this year, like every other year, our flower crowns are the star of the show. That definitely is the star of the show. So this year you pack up for a picnic in your garden. If maybe you're living in an apartment, you can have a tea party in your apartment with your plants, with your flowers, and you can even visit a community garden if you may.
Oh, those are brilliant ideas, actually, or even just host a braai.
Yeah, definitely.
With your family and friends, right?
Definitely.
You touched on creating flower crowns, and we have got some beautiful, beautiful flowers here and some tools. Please take us through the basics of how to create this masterpiece.
Yeah. I did 2 flower crowns for you and myself. So I'll take viewers through my creation, which is something very simple. I used, it's a reusable ribbon that I used, and then fresh flowers. For a flower crown, please use fresh flowers. They're beautiful. They smell good. So fresh flowers. And then your glue gun came in handy. If I may take through our viewers, if they can see, I used glue to attach the flowers onto the ribbon. So that's what we'll be doing today.
And you can become creative on how you kind of lay them out, right? I think I'm ready to create my own flower crown, girl.
Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
Oh, the roses look so beautiful.
Fresh, smell good as well. So let's take our roses. I tried to open mine. I love to open them up so that I don't really have to use a lot. So you just open them up.
Gently, though.
Yeah, gently open them up. Yes, just like that. You're good. You're really good at it.
Look at that.
Yes.
I'm creating my own little crown to celebrate Garden Day on the 15th. Okay.
And then you can, let's cut it out. You hold it.
Oh, you cut the stem completely.
You do.
Okay.
Then we're going to pour in our glue on it.
Directly to the flower.
Yes, directly to the flower.
Right.
It's really, really hot.
Oh, is the glue hot?
Yeah, the gun. I touched it to electricity, so it's quite hot.
And how long does it get to dry on the band?
Let's just say a minute. You just need to hold it. Let me also attach it to the band.
I feel like this is also like a fun kind of activity to do with your family, with your children as well.
There we go.
Just a little bit, and then we attach it together. Oh, there we
Hold
go.
Hold it.
For maybe how long?
A minute.
A minute is enough.
Yeah.
For it to attach.
Hold it. Yeah. And then we can take other flowers as well. The more the merrier.
The more flowers, the merrier. I am trying my best.
So you can cut as well.
That's beautiful.
Or you can use cable ties. Let me quickly show you with a cable tie if you don't have a glue gun. I mean, reuse whatever you have at the house.
Even strings, maybe colorful strings if you want to, you know, attach the flowers.
Definitely. So here is a cable tie that you can use. You can put it down for me quickly. Yeah, it's there. Okay, maybe you can take this. I mean, it's your creation. After all, it's your creation.
Girl, I am creating a masterpiece here. Because I have to ask, right? How would you say taking care of your garden and gardening helps with your mental health? Because we're also touching on something really important, and that is taking care of your mental well-being, you know?
I can say having a garden, let me just put it this way. Having a garden lights up your mood. I mean, it's an achievement of something. Starting a seed from nothing and it becomes a plant. I mean, it's an achievement. You want something. And if you have flowers, you go outside, you just smile. They smile back at you. I mean, that's something else, you know? So I guess, like, having a garden, just zoning out and just being with nature lights up your mood.
And it also kind of contributes to maybe a meditative state, right?
Definitely.
When you're out and you watch the fruit of your labor, literally,
the
you know,
fruit of your labor
coming to life, kind of also symbolizes the coming of life within your personal self as well. I love it so much. Okay, this is how much we were able to achieve
For now, okay?
For now. For now.
But you can take your time with it, right?
Yeah.
And be creative when it comes to creating your flower crown.
crowns.
And then you can create a masterpiece
Like mine.
this.
You can
I
take
actually
yours.
want it on.
Yeah.
I want you guys to let us know how you will be celebrating Garden Day on the 15th of October on our social media platforms. Musa, you have been incredible.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming
Thank you for the
through.
invite.
And, you know, teaching us about how to become more green and how to create our own little gardens at home, and most importantly, how to bring life into our life by celebrating Garden Day. You are absolutely wonderful. How do we get a hold of you? Quickly.
Everybody can follow me on my social media platform, Instagram. My handle is farm_nest_.
Farminist, and that's how we wrap it up here with our flower crowns in Johannesburg. I hope you guys have a fantastic day further, and happy Garden Day for the recent future.
Yes, the 15th of October.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, ladies. I mean, you can tell both of them rose to the occasion with regard to Garden Day, so keep on focusing on mental health. Also, still on the way for you on your Feel Good Breakfast show, we'll chat about convenient baby food, but with a massive and a very, very cool twist for you. I want you to stay there for that. And then, of course, the perfect donation to Wally's Animal Shelter. It's going to be the catalyst of some really great giving. I want you to stay right there at your Feel Good Breakfast show.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
So over the years, Woolworths has established themselves as a trusted, and I stress that word, trusted, leader in the food sector, offering customers peace of mind, variety, exceptional quality, obviously, products, and the ultimate convenience. They really do make life a lot easier, certainly from a parenting perspective. Now they want to help parents achieve optimal well-being when it comes to their kids by expanding their baby food offering with super convenient meal solutions that are full of the finest, freshest, and yummiest ingredients. And here to tell us more are Woolworths product developers, B. Atwood and Danny DeRate. B, Danny, thank you so much for being here. There is always a difference, and I know that I have a front row seat, and I always talk about the mad scientists that work behind the scenes there, but I've actually been into these rooms where you cook up these crazy things, and it really does feel like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. But there is a difference here. When it comes to baby food, though, that becomes vitally important. It's not just a choice, it's almost like a staple. What is the difference when it comes to Woolies baby food?
Well, Woolies baby food is really made as you would at home. It's made in a beautiful pot with the freshest, finest ingredients. Farming for the future veg, free-range chicken, lamb and beef. Obviously no sugar, no salt, just as you would at home for the best possible meals for your babies.
Because this isn't just like a price point buy that we're doing, and we're not just doing this to look zhuzh, you're doing this because nothing matters more to us than the health of our child.
exactly.
How important is this for parents when they are shopping, this difference?
Huge. As a parent myself, we, as you say, literally make it like we would at home. It's farming for the future. It's the best possible ingredients that you're ever gonna get. And you can, it's Woolies, it's the trusted and only the best.
And it's not kind of whitewash flavors, it's the real natural flavors. So you're helping to develop their palate as well through that process. Okay, take us through some of the frozen foods. We've got some nice things, new things that I haven't seen before that are making me hungry.
Yes.
Yeah, albeit I am fasting at the moment, so...
Oh, no, shame. But it is really delicious. I mean, me as an adult, I eat them. I think they're divine.
100%.
So I'm going to speak to you about the fresh and frozen stuff, and then Danny's going to speak to you about our long life stuff. So our fresh range, we can still have our current pouches that we've always had, but now we've got really exciting little tubs that have chunky textures in them. So we're expanding the textures perfect for every stage of the weaning. So we've got smooth, textured, and chunky for your child. I mean, how great is this? A little butter chicken for your baby. It's obviously got no chili in it, but it's got all the spices. It's super flavorful, and it is delicious.
And that's a great way because kids struggle with the umami.
Exactly.
They struggle to take that on board. You only start developing a natural enjoyment in your teens for these sorts of flavors, but they need the food.
They need the
You've
food,
got to get
and
it
it's
in
so
there.
like
Yeah.
it's exciting for them. It's different to your normal like mashed butternut, mashed sweet potato that mom makes every day.
There's also a continuity, so you can start with a flavor profile. Once you know what they like, you can continue on that journey through the different kind of states of food as well, which helps through that weaning process. Beautiful.
And then in our frozen range, it actually speaks to the topic you've just spoken on now. We have these amazing little cubes, which allows the mother or parent to be a little bit creative there on their own. So they can have a lamb or chicken or beef, and then they can mix it with a vegetable, or they can just have one meal. And we also have a combo pack where you can buy a whole lot of different options to get variety, and you can mix it all together. We have breakfast options, fruit options, and veggie options, which is really exciting. Stick it in the freezer for lastminute.com. Takes 60 seconds to heat it up, and your baby's meal's ready.
Thaws out on the way there. While you arrive at the picnic, it's ready to chat. I love that. So we've got the convenience and the freshness of the fresh food, which is massive. We don't always have the time and kind of the life to allow that to happen. So talk me through the long life.
So our long life pouches are really exciting. So we've been in the market for a while, and what's great about them is that mom, on the go, you can literally put it in your bag. You don't need a fridge or a deep freeze.
Backup plan number one.
Backup plan for picnics or on the go. But what's really exciting is that we've just launched 4 brand new plant-based products, which is extremely new to the market. Not only that, as you'll know, kids sometimes have allergies, so these products have 0 egg, 0 dairy, which makes it ready to eat for any child, which is incredible. We've got smooth, chunkied, textured, and they're just delicious flavors. And with our vegan food, they are high in protein, so we use legumes, chickpeas,
and they just that balance.
Exactly, it's just delicious. Again, it's farming for the future, and great for meat-free Mondays.
Oh, completely. Yeah. And it's an education process. Yeah. You think that your child is just getting nutrition, but there is a culture around food. Yeah. And if you can make that culture around healthier food, it pays dividends. I see it with my 6-year-old now. The stuff that he likes and the stuff that he doesn't like. I'm like, what were you doing? I sold myself down the river. You've mentioned some of the ingredients going in. Yeah. Do you have a core kind of thread of ingredients that you put in? Because obviously there's a high nutritional value in certain boxes that need to be ticked. What goes in?
So basically what goes in most of them is the start of what you'd cook most meals. So onions, carrots, tomatoes, that really brings in the base of flavour. We also use free-range stocks that adds to the delicious flavour in the meals. And then we make it as you make it at home. So we add some fruits to the breakfast to add some sweetness and joy of the child, as well as nutritional value. And all of our meals have got a large amount of protein, vegetables content with their protein. So it's a complete balanced meal in each pouch.
And as the parent who often finishes off what the little ones are eating, I think we're okay. We can watch the bottom line. Absolutely love it. Now, I know the lengths that you guys go to make sure that the stuff lands properly. And as parents, I can tell you there is no greater challenge than making sure we get our kids a healthy start or a healthy meal every day. And this is a beautiful jumping off point. So many varieties, so many ways of getting to that end result. Now it's just about the exciting journey of finding out what your child is going to love the most. But you guys have outdone yourself. B. Danny, well done. Time now for you to get shopping. Sure.
So let's go to a food of a different sort, shall we? South Africa's #1 cat food brand, Whiskers, recently launched their new and improved dry food range with the intention of getting cats to purr for more. And they fully believe that every cat deserves to feel the love. So they visited an incredible animal shelter in need and gifted them with the perfect donation. I want you to take a look at this.
As a pet care brand, we believe that every cat deserves a loving home. We know that we build our brands on a better world for pets, and that better world for pets is ending pet homelessness.
Woolies come about many, many years ago. I was working in Sandton at that stage. I started looking after all the feral cats. Every morning they would hear me coming in and they were all running to my car and I started feeding them. Eventually we had to open a cattery and that is where we are today, in this lovely cattery of ours. And we try to make it as homely as possible for them, that they must feel they are special, because they are special.
She loves animals more than anything in this world. And I've learned, and we all have learned so much by her. Really, I say thank you for her.
We absolutely love the work that Volleys has been doing. As Whiskers, we believe that every cat deserves a loving home with nutritious food. So with the whole relaunch of the Whiskers dry food, we're really excited to continue our support to Volleys Animal Shelter and provide food for all of these lovely cats that they take care of until they can find their forever loving home.
In the cattery, there's about 200 cats. That is in the enclosed cattery, what we call Wallis' cattery. On the premises, we've got another 200 feral cats. The amount of food that we use per day for these cats, these black bins, these trolley bins that you get, we use 2 of them per day.
More than 6 years ago, one of our Mars associates read about Volleys in Die Record, which is a local community newspaper. The rest was history, and for more than 6 years now, Mars has been supporting Volleys both with cat food and dog food, and in whatever other way we can find that there's a match between what we can do and how we can support Volleys as an NGO. And therefore, we've made a 15,000 Rand donation to Volleys, and we hope that this will go some way to make sure that they're well fed and well cared for, and we're really excited that we could continue this partnership.
Whiskers has supported us so much, you've got absolutely no idea. I recall one specific time when we didn't have food. I got this WhatsApp from a lady to say to me that they've got some food for us that we must come and fetch. I said, okay, must I just bring out the bakkie or must we send a trailer as well? But she says, no, you must send a truck. And I thought, really? When the truck stopped here and I opened the doors and the guy started to offloading, it started to rain, but it didn't rain, it was pouring with rain. So I phoned immediately, I said, you must have sent that. That is definitely a blessed donation.
When they eat Whiskers, it's like sweeties for them. They really enjoy to eat Whiskers. They really love Whiskers.
They don't see Whiskers as food. They really do see it as sweeties. Because the small Whiskers package you get, if I can shake it like this and I say to them, come ma, you must see them run. And it's wonderful how they all surround me. Yeah, they love it.
So balanced feeding is our dry food, which is food that can be kept longer and cats can enjoy throughout the entire day. And then you add your wet food to it, which is our wet pouches. And this has the extra water and protein that your cat needs to top up their nutrition in their diet. And then to treat your cat, we have our lovely Care and Treats range that offers that optimal balanced feeding for your cats.
Volleys has, I always say Volleys has got four legs to stand on. Like you've got 4 legs for a dog and a cat to stand on, Volleys has got 4 legs. The first leg is adoption. please come and adopt from us. The second leg is foster. If you can't adopt, come and foster. The third one is come and spend some time with us. Come volunteer. The fourth one, and we always say that is the last one, because we hate to say yes, we do need donations. But the fourth one is donations. We do need donations. Financial side, it's food, we need food. Veterinary care, there's quite a lot of things that one can donate to, cleaning material. So there's quite, and sometimes people do forget about the workers as well, because they're 24 hours here to look after the animals. So the workers also need a bit of taking care of. And that's why we are so overwhelmed with the donation that we got from Whiskers, and that Whiskers is always there to help us. I cannot explain to you how much we appreciate it. It's not easy to take care for so many cats. And you know what, regardless whether they are in a shelter, they need the best. We believe that our animals must be getting the best. They must get spoiled. They must never feel that they are the abandoned, because they are not abandoned. They are the special ones that landed up here.
What a beautiful initiative, absolutely incredible. And on an exciting note, you and your cat stand the chance to win an incredible Whiskers hamper, plus a personalized portrait of your cat painted by lipstick artist Sarah Britton. Yes, your portrait will be painted by lipstick and it'll look incredible, trust me. So to enter, post the cutest photo you can of your beautiful cat on the Expresso Facebook, X or Instagram pages using the hashtag #PerMore. That's with 3 R's. This is such a great prize, so make sure you get those pictures in ASAP. T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. I'm looking forward to seeing those right now.
All right, we've got a few moments left to savor. After the break, EGOT performs one more time just for you. Stick around.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. Only a couple of moments left to save us, so we're going to do it in style with this incredible artist. E-Gup stood beside me. Here she is with Come Alive. Let's come alive, baby. Come on.
Look at that chubby one.
Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. You turning up at home? Yeah. Cause we turning up here. Hey. What?
Baby, come alive. I just wanna really feel your vibe. Yeah, baby, spend the night. Everything really feels so right. Yeah. I don't wanna beat this. I don't wanna see this. I know how you feeling. Baby, you competing with yourself. I see it. Baby, you just bleeding. You know how I mean it. You know how I mean it.
I just wanna really feel your vibe. Yeah. Baby, spend the night. Yeah. Everything really feels so right. Yeah.
I love your vibe. Made for TikTok.
Yes.
We love you guys so much. Please go and download music. Go and support that incredible artist. Shout out to the Bridges Academy for doing amazing work there. Shout out to you.
Shout out
for
to
having
you,
me
man.
Chuckling the whole day. I love you so much, man. You've had me on a chuckle idle the whole day. I've just been...
That's the whole idea.
day,
We
man.
like chuckling on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And remember, mental health is so important. It's Mental Health Awareness Month. And if you need some assistance, of course, that SADAG number is so important to remember. And do remember that you are not alone. We are here with you.
Yep, we'll keep those details up on our socials. If you need to reach out to someone, do it. Speak to someone. We are here for you. We love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Mwah. E-Gup, we love you, girl.
Spend the night. Everything really feels so right.
Another Feel Good production.